both Hussein and Kibazange this evening. Kibazange just playing to the crowd, arms in the air. Not sure if he thinks he's won. Might be a tough one to score, but Hussein's timing was incredibly impressive during the 6-round contest. We'll just wait for the MC to make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Sean McAvoy scores the bout 58-57. And your winner, still undefeated, Awais Hussein.
Well, the score was 58-57 in favor of Awais Hussein, who retains his undefeated record of 4 fights and 4 wins. He looks a happy man, but we can't take anything away from Jemsi Kibazange of Tanzania. He put up a good fight. He landed some clean shots.
Yeah, that was probably the most competitive fight so far. So I can see how it would be close, but no, that was a good fight. Good fight for Hussein, and I actually enjoyed that.
Well, Hussein said that every time he steps into the ring, he brings the excitement. He wanted to show his skill set. Boxing's changed his life, kept him focused. He's been inspired by the movie Creed from the age of 11. And I think it all came together for him this evening as he goes 4-0. Be interesting to see what he says in his post-fight interview with Melissa as he just steps through the ropes and makes his way to ringside. Let's listen in.
Give us 1 second and then he'll cue us. Awais Hussein, 6 rounds under your belt. How are you feeling? Your 4th professional contest.
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to say Alhamdulillah, and all praises to Allah. Secondly, I just want to thank everyone that come out. You guys are the best support I could have. I appreciate all you guys coming out. That's it, bro. Yeah. Regarding the fight, I feel like I could have done much better, but I said to Neilson over there earlier, I said, you don't see people in their 4th fight taking this fight. Yeah, it's my 4th fight and it's a weight class, just a bit heavier, but you know, it shows my skill set is up right up there, and I'm going to be world champion soon, inshallah.
I mean, listen, your opponent, he was a really game opponent, really live opponent.
He didn't come to lose, no.
No, he didn't. And obviously, after your 4th fight, that puts you in great contention for what's ahead for you. What do you want to see happen next?
At the end of the day, I'll just take it one step at a time. I've got a fantastic coach, fantastic management team. They all look out for me. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, keep entertaining all you guys, and I'm just going to keep on winning.
You have a really entertaining style. We were so excited to see you on one of these shows. We can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you very much, Melissa. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No worries. Congratulations. Yes, Spencer, Awais in his 4th professional contest, and as he mentioned, you know, his opponent, he was a live opponent. He didn't come to lose. What did you make of it?
So the guy had nearly 50 fights.
Yeah.
What on earth are you doing putting a kid in his 4th professional fight with a man who's a winning record as well?
Yes.
That just shows the measure of the fact of how good this young man is. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be taking those chances. And when I was promoting, I used to want to promote 50-50 fights. But that was very, very risky. And you know what? And he came out in flying colours. And you know what I like about him is the fact that he'll be in position and like he knows he's in punching range and he'll do a little pivot sword work, come out and lift up, the roll, come out the right hand. For somebody who's only had 4 fights, you'd never believe it.
Yes.
It's actually a pleasure to watch. That was a very entertaining fight. It was a hard fight for him, but he's going to learn so much from that.
Yeah, and I think that speaks to his amateur pedigree. You know, this kid is like a 6-time regional champion. He's a national champion, Box Cup winner as well. And his nickname is Relentless, and you can really see that in his style as well. But I agree with you, you know, I think it's risky to put someone in so early with someone so experienced. And I think he was pretty hard on himself, because I thought that was a great fight.
No, you know what? In a way, that's a good thing, though. That he's hard on himself, because, you know, certain people will get a win like that he just got and be overly gassed.
Yeah.
Right, and all think, yeah, I've made it. No, he's remaining humble, and that's the good thing about it. He's remaining humble. But that, I'm telling you, and you're gonna, since anybody's gonna have to wake up very early in the morning, say that you watch more boxing than me. This is what goes on his shoe. This young man, he's got a bright future for the simple fact that that wasn't a muppet that he was in there with, and he came out amiably.
It was really exciting, and we can't wait to see what Awaz does next. You know, 2026 is set to be a really big year for him, but next up we have Nathan Barrett in his second professional contest. The first time out, he really impressed us, so we can't wait to see this tonight. Over to Huss in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. And now please welcome to the ring, Jensen Irving.
Sorry, my bro. But you're not going
So a 4-round contest in the welterweight division as Jensen Irving makes his way to the ring here at the York Hall. Irving, 35 years of age, he's been around since 2019 when he made his debut, steps through the ropes in black and white shorts, looking confident and happy to be here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Nathan Barrett.
Nathan Barrett had his debut here at the York Hall back in September on a Neilson Boxing and TM14 promotions show. He was here at the Avenge Part 2 show back in September where he made his debut, won in style, and he's looking to retain his undefeated record so far. Steps into the ring in some flashy black shorts with blue trim and blue tassels.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Neilson of Neilson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Dan Frost, and your timekeeper at the bell, Ashley McGill, and your third person in charge of the action in the ring, referee Louis Van Potch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing the black and white. His official weight of 159 pounds, bang on. He is a veteran of 37 professional fights, hailing from Swindon, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Jensen Irving. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black and blue. His official weight of 158.5 pounds. He's currently undefeated with 1 win, hailing from Windsor, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Nathan Barrett.
Waiting for the referee to issue his final instructions.
Well, Nathan has a lot of supporters here tonight. That was the loudest roar.
We are certainly
started the show.
surrounded by the supporters of Nathan Barrett this evening as he looks to retain his undefeated record in the professional ranks. He won here at our last show and he's looking to win again.
That's the star boy. Good jabs there. He's come out and set some good jabs. Head and body.
I like how Nathan is straight away from the onset, taking the front foot behind the jab. Nice, solid, good jabs.
Nice right hand there, just landed from Nathan Barrett on the forehead of Jensen Irving. But like you said, he's established himself already. He's front-footed and he's established his jab already. With Irving on the ropes. Nice.
Oh, lovely shots.
Nice short hook there from Nathan Barrett on the chin of Jensen Irving. He took it well.
As well as he's boxing with a jab, he throws some nice feints in between that as well, Barrett.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But we've said this so many times before with experienced amateurs like Barrett. He's just landed a nice uppercut there. He went to the 2022 European Championships as an amateur, won silver, won gold at the Haringey Box Cup in 2023.
Oh, lovely right hand there from Barrett. You know what? He's a lot patient this time round, but a lot more spiteful too. In his debut, he was a lot more just, you know, enjoying the moment, just being a little bit, not flash, but just enjoying it, showing his skills, and it was a showcase for him. This fight now, he's come out, you know, set the jab lovely. 2 good body shots there as well, and he rolled out, but he set the jab lovely this fight, and every right hand he's thrown has been spiteful, every jab has been solid, and, you know, he's looking to really make a statement this fight.
It's been a clean, clinical performance from Nathan Barrett so far in the first of 4 rounds in this super welterweight contest.
And he's against an experienced operator. You know, this is Jensen's 13th outing this year. You know, he's only been stopped once, so you know, it's a positive start from Nathan. And if Nathan could go out there and make a statement, my gosh, that definitely will separate him from the up-and-coming boys.
But again, he's the slightly taller boxer, but he puts his punches together really well. He, you know, long range, short range, mid range. He's got a good repertoire here, I think.
See, like a good bit of pedalling from Nathan, but so far the jab has just been stinging and dictating this fight, which is very good.
And that was a clinical round, a clean round there from Nathan Barrett as he walks back to his corner without a hair out of place. Stan, talk us through that first round.
Yeah, no, it was a very good round. He came straight on his front foot, but not recklessly behind the jab. Stinging, lovely jab, and then followed by a spiteful right hand. If you see here, you know, he's just sizing up his opponent. Yeah, sizing up his opponent whilst he's freezing, but it's fine though. But yeah, here, you know, 2 good body shots from Nathan, and just behind that jab, really, he's settling very well into the fight.
And I like the way he's used his jab. I mean, just the jab alone, he busted up the nose of Jensen. Is that his name, Jensen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
out,
good jab. Round 2.
I hope Nathan gets confidence from that first round because he was very dominant and it looked very classy as well. Kept his composure, he's poised and his stance very nicely, and all behind the lovely stinging left jab.
I mean, he certainly took his time in the first round, just setting his punches up nicely, and that's exactly how he said that he wants to take his career. He wants to take his time, he wants to build slowly until the big fights come. He's not in a rush, he's only 19 years of age, but he's a classy operator.
He's definitely someone who could build to be a star. He's got the talent, he's got the looks, he's got the youth on his side as well. So it's definitely something that can turn out into, you know, a star.
Just a minute gone in the second round of this 4-round contest in the super welterweight division between Nathan Barrett of Windsor and Jensen Irving of Swindon. Those two shots just made Jensen Irving pause for a second.
I think although Jensen's not thrown as much, Nathan still needs to be defensively aware. Sometimes throws a shot and just leaves his head there, so just needs to be a little bit aware of what can come back, even though not a lot is. But yeah, lovely triple grab there from Nathan.
I think his jab's been excellent tonight so far. It's been dominant, it's been sharp, it's been quick.
Nice
set up nice
right
shots like
hand
that.
to the body there from Nathan Barrett. Jensen Irving took it well, but acknowledged that it was a stinging shot, followed by 1-2 to the head, and then a nice uppercut straight through the middle on the chin of Jensen Irving. And
by a lovely right hand.
Nathan Barrett found his range right from the first bell, and he continues to build on that with what is a clean performance so far in this 4-round contest, just coming towards the last 30 seconds of round 2.
And that's the defensive awareness I'm talking about. He landed a lovely right to the body, and Jensen came firing right back, and Nathan was already out using his lovely footwork.
Final 10 seconds. And Barrett lands a clean right hand over the top of the guard of Jensen Irving. And I think that's what's caused the swelling under and over the left eye of Jensen Irving. He's just near us in the red corner. Dan, what would you be saying to Nathan Barrett if you were in his corner right now?
Just keep it up, keep working behind that left hand, everything is working off of that, you're in control. You know, maybe if you can, let's get a bit more peaceful, like, you know, try and actually get him out there, because like I said, Irving ain't been stopped only but once out of 33 losses or something like that. If Nathan could go out there, get a KO or TKO,
Corners,
that's
10
more than a
seconds.
statement.
Second out, round 3.
Well, he's got plenty of support here at the York Hall this evening, does Nathan Barrett, as we start the second round of this 4-round contest. And a nice double jab and right hand there from Nathan Barrett. But he took a clipping left hook there from Jensen Irving, shook it off. It didn't affect him, but like you said, Dan, he needs to be smart defensively as well.
Yeah, you know, when you're sometimes not cruising, but you're in so much control, sometimes you can just get a little bit not as mindful of coming back. Yeah, and you get complacent. So
Just like he did there when he cocked the right hand, he needs to get back on his boxing. He had a beautiful 2 rounds just gone. Doesn't need to get carried away with anything. Just needs to stay disciplined, stay settled, keep on that jab. Everything was working off that jab. I mean, defensively and offensively, he couldn't get near him.
Nice body shot
Jensen.
there, wins from there from Jensen Irving. He acknowledged that again. And I think the swelling's getting worse under the left eye and over the left eye of Jensen Irving as Nathan Barrett comes forward again with a nice combination of punches, ending with a left hook to the body.
He needs to stay on that jab.
Barrett comes from a family of boxers. His uncle went to his uncle Francis Barrett went to the 1996 Olympics. His brother got his professional license signed off this evening as well.
good work from Nathan there.
He says he was born for this.
And his brother's just as talented.
Nice again.
Yeah.
Nice double jab. Right hand there from Nathan Barrett comes underneath with that uppercut. He can't miss with it. A few rapid punches there from Jensen Irving as the referee just separates the two from the ropes. Both boxers centre ring.
It's a good jab there from Jensen.
Clean jab there from Jensen Irving, yeah.
And another good right hand there from Jensen Irving. I think Barrett needs to, be a little bit more defensively responsible. I know he's enjoying himself and having fun there, but he can't afford to keep taking them shots. He's riding them, but he just, it's just not, it's not necessary.
Unnecessary, yeah.
I think there he just, more so him being not defensively aware, but I think his jab has been coming at the same pace. I think Irving just timed it correctly and came over with that right hand, so he just needs to maybe switch up the tempo of how the jabs come.
Another good
just
round
gone
from
for
Nathan
round
Barrett.
3. I think Jensen Irving had a bit more success in that round, which, like you said, Dan, Nathan Barrett needs to be a bit careful of. I think it was still a Barrett round for me, but he can't afford to take those shots from Irving.
No, it definitely was still a Nathan Barrett round.
Talk us through the replay, Denzel.
Yeah, I mean, Barrett there, just timing the jab, throwing some good body shots in there. And when he does throw the jab and throw them body shots, it's good work. But when he comes back up, he needs to be careful to not come back up with his chin so high. That's where Jensen's dipping low and throwing the right hand over the top. So he's got to be careful of that. I think Jensen's kind of spotted that, and he's gaining a little bit of success every time with that right hand over the top. Barrett is pulling back with his chin up. But when he's boxing off the jab and getting onto the body, I think it's amazing work. Just
seconds out,
more defensively responsible, as we've been saying. That whole round.
And there's the bell for the final round of this 4-round contest in the super welterweight division between Nathan Barrett and Jensen Irving. Barrett's had the dominant performance, more clinical performance so far, but got caught a couple of times in the previous round from Jensen Irving. We were just saying that defensively Barrett needs to be a little bit careful to not get caught by some of these unnecessary right hands that Irving has thrown.
Shots.
Lovely right hand from Nathan there, and that was all behind triple jabs, double jabs, single jabs, just like there. Nice double jab landing, and just opens up all types of shots for him.
That's better. Stepping back instead of leaning back. Just that quick feet.
Well, the crowd are absolutely loving the action tonight here at the York Hall. Nathan Barrett's got plenty of support here, just like he did on his debut. They wanted to see him again, and they're here.
Yeah, I mean, look, with the talent he has, I think his journey will be very interesting. I mean, I don't think his crowd are going to want to miss a step of it, like regardless of what's going on in the boxing world, because I think he's going to have a lot of fun in his journey. He's going to be in some exciting fights as he gets older. He's only 19. There's no rush for him, and he's already got bundles of talent at 19. The older he gets, the more mature he gets, the more he settles, and the more he learns and stays in the gym, the better he gets. And I think there's some exciting fights out there, especially with the other prospects on his level right now that we've seen so far in the past couple shows.
It's just got Irving there with a flurry of punches, but Irving shook it off and came back. Seems like all smiles in the final round here.
It's last minute. I'd like for Nathan to get back behind that jab, but press. He's using the jab, but I don't want him to let Irving kind of, put him on the back foot. I think he should come forward and continue pressing him with that jab.
Moved out nicely there in response to Irving's right hand. We're just coming down to about the last 30 seconds of the last round here for Nathan Barrett in his second professional contest, and real swelling there under the left eye of Jensen Irving.
Good movement from Nathan there.
Final 10 seconds, and it's been a fantastic contest for both fighters.
lovely shots there from Barrett. Oh, lovely left hook just on the bell.
Just on the bell there. Nathan Barrett just comes over to the corner of Jensen Irving. They offer him a drink and a touching glance of the mark of respect. But the crowd are absolutely loving the work of Nathan Barrett. He's got so much support at the York Hall this evening, and that's so important, Denzel. It's so early on in his career that he can fill York Hall on a second fight.
I mean, it's a good sign. I mean, someone with that amount of talent and with such a big fan base like this, I mean, they can only go as you know, the world's an oyster. They can go as far as they set out to go. He's got a good backing, good skill set. He just needs to be disciplined, stay focused, stay in the gym and not get sidetracked. And he's the type of person, me knowing him personally, he's the type of person that is focused on his path. So like I was saying earlier, I think he's got a good future ahead of him, and I can't wait to see it unfold.
Referee just calling both boxers centre ring. We'll wait for the MC to make the decision official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. The ringside referee scores the bout 39-37. And your winner, still undefeated, Nathan Barrett.
Well, that was 39-37 in favour of Nathan Barrett, who goes 2-0 this evening. He looks delighted with himself. His corner are delighted with his performance, and no doubt he will go on to bigger things as he goes forward in his career. Lovely Kodak moment there in centre ring with the tough and durable Jensen Irving. Barrett wanted to thank his sponsors HDD UK Limited for supporting him so far in his professional career. And no doubt that thanks extends to all of his friends and family who are here supporting him this evening. We'll hear from him shortly at ringside with Melissa.
Nathan, your second professional fight. So good to see you back. How do you find it?
Good, yeah. It's good to keep active. Second fight in about 7 weeks, so I can't thank my manager Martin enough and my trainer, and also TM14, John Tertway and Neilson Boxing. Thank you.
Is it really important for you at this stage in your career, so early on, as you're building that experience, to stay active?
It is, yeah. Just to keep active as a young fighter. There's not much better you can do, really, because there's no point fighting every 6 months. You're back out of camp. With this, I'm fighting every 7-8 weeks, out for a week, back in again. So.
In terms of obviously getting your professional debut in towards the back end of 2025, are you hoping that you can start 2026 off with your third professional fight, or if there's an opportunity to jump on one of the cards before the end of the year, would you take it?
No, I think a break for now for a couple of weeks, enjoy the Christmas, back in January, and try to get out early again as possible, and as much as possible next year.
Your opponent, Jensen Irving, you know, he came to party tonight. How did you find him?
Good, yeah. Some awkward third round, I kind of got a bit split stuff, but out from that, came back on my fourth and was back on my A game.
Was there anything in particular between those rounds that you thought, yeah, that's something that I could have done better, or improvements to be made for the next time out?
I think kind of put my combinations a bit together more and try to be a bit busier, really.
Well, listen, you're so exciting to watch in the ring. You always set the place alight when you perform here. You know, in terms of the future for you, the next chapter, that showmanship, is it something that is really important for you?
It is, yeah. That's why, especially all my family and friends, they always come out, and it's much appreciated. With all these, being on these small little shows, you need to sell the tickets and try. The more tickets you sell, really, the later you'll be on, the more often you'll be out. So, yeah.
And a little word of encouragement for the supporters that are in the building for you tonight.
Just want to say a big thank you. Everyone who couldn't make it, thank you for tuning in. And also a big shout out to my sponsors, Anthony Juicy from HCD UK Limited, 007 Grabs, Flowered Banana Stout and Ivy Taxis. Without their continued support, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. So thank you to them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Have a good one.
So, second professional fight for Nathan Barrett. What did you make of it?
It was actually a pleasure to watch. I've seen him a couple of times down in the Peacock Gym, so I know what he's about. But I want you to look at how he times his shots, how he comes from the middle neatly, and he's a thinking fighter. He's a thinking fighter. I keep on saying this, I'm repeating myself now, I'm becoming a parrot. You'll never believe that was his second pro fight. You would never ever believe that. But that's also because he's been incubated in a hub which is just producing fighters after fighters after fighters, and he lives it because I've been in the Peacock Gym, I've seen the work that he's done, I've watched him spar quite a few times. And like, he's got a good camp behind him, a good team behind him. So you can see just by the way he does things. And like, but his opponent, that kid Lennox, he was a mug. And this is like, it's really, I'm really enjoying what I'm watching today. You know, I would be I was like, what am I coming here for? No, I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm here.
Well, tell us how you really feel. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, it's so great. It's obviously so great to hear that. The fights have been really exciting. And what I really enjoy about Nathan Barrett is not just how exciting he is in the ring, but also how polished he is out of the ring as well. He speaks like someone who's sort of had a bit of that experience of media training, so it makes my job easier, but it also means that as he gains more experience in the pro ranks, that's just going to improve also.
Do you know what? All he's got to do is continue doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
I like his poise. I really do like his balance. He puts his shots together well. I don't like he'll pick his shots, but then he'll whip in the uppercut,
yeah,
come out with a jab, come out the left hook, right? But he's balanced. And then after he does that, he doesn't just throw the shots and think, oh yeah, I've scored the shots. Straight away, he's back on defense as well. That's a nice thing to see for a young man.
Definitely.
So when I see young men with those kind of attributes, they're going to have a future, because already they're showing to me that they've got ring generalship, which is a rarity now, because everybody wants to do crash bang wallop, or they want to be overly Mayweather-esque and they can't do it. And he's settled within finding his own style, and that's what I like about him.
Absolutely. Well, listen, the future is really bright for Nathan Barrett. But next up, we have Sonny Hardy in his 10th professional fight against Cesar Paredes. Don't go anywhere. Over to Huss. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening, scheduled 8 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. And now please welcome to the ring, Cesar Ignacio Paredes.
So this is a 6-round contest in the super featherweight division, as Cesar Ignacio Paredes from Peru makes his way to the ring here at York Hall. Made his debut back in 2012.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Sonny Hardy.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why.
Sonny Hardy makes his way to the ring, looking confident and composed, bidding to make it 10 wins in a row and retain his unbeaten record. His last fight here at the York Hall was won with a devastating knockout against Ellison Suki, and he's come to the ring to a roar from his fans and supporters as he goes over to his corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Neilson of Neilson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Dan Frost. Your timekeeper at the bell, Ashley McGill. And your third person in charge of the action in the ring, A-star referee, Lee Every. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing the gray trunks. His official weight of 131.7 pounds. He is a veteran of 49 professional fights. Hailing from Peru, introducing Cesar Ignacio Paredes. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the blue and gold. His official weight of 131.8 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 9 wins, and 4 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Wickford, Essex, England, United Kingdom, introducing Sonny, the Instigator
Okay lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Sonny Hardy in the blue shorts,
Second down,
gold
round
tassels, and gold diamantes across the front, spelling out Sonny. Calls himself the Instigator.
What a name.
Cesar Ignacio Paredes of Peru. He knows his way around the ring. He's had 49 fights, 5 of them have been won by knockout. But he's been knocked out 4 times as well, so he's about as strong as what he is, vulnerable to a knockout. And Sonny Hardy's made a decent start behind that jab from the orthodox stance. Nice backhand that just landed.
Caesar's another tough away fighter. I watched him against Jermaine Duello, I think it's
Delueo.
yeah, Chisora's
nephew.
And
yep.
Jermaine's very, very good operator, and he managed to withstand not getting stopped against him. So yeah, this would be a tough one. I think Caesar's only been stopped a handful of times out of how many losses. So yeah,
4.
It'd be good to see how Sonny copes or works in this fight. I mean, I think every time I see, or the last 2 times I've seen Sonny Hardy, he's become more and more relaxed in the ring. And as much as I love his aggression and his ferocity, I mean, I'm enjoying seeing his maturity in the ring. He's nice and relaxed right now. Usually he'd been out here first round trying to take his opponent's head off. But he's nice, trying to box behind the jab, nice foot movement, and he's looking like a seasoned pro now, like ready to move on for titles.
I mean, this is his 10th professional contest, and he's won the previous 9, so he's certainly doing something right.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you're right, Denzel, I think he's applying some intelligent pressure here, and he's sensible with his work right now in this first round. And it's good to see him make a settled start, given that this is an 8-round contest. It's coming down to the last 20-odd seconds of the first round of this 8-round contest in the super featherweight division here at the York Hall, just ahead of our main event of the evening, which is between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen as they fight for the super lightweight title eliminator a bit later on this evening. But, you know, composed start from Sonny Hardy, Dan.
Yeah, no, it was. I think that round he was having a look, you know, very composed, taking his time, just having a look to see what he's got in front of him. So I think in the next round, he's probably going to see a bit more of him. He had him there just swinging a bit wild and missing. But, you know, he's just having a little look-see. Nice little head movement there, coming back with a shot. But it's a full 8-rounder, so he's got time.
He's got time, and it'll be interesting to see how he moves through the gears over the 8 rounds. Against someone who's actually, you know, he's a tough fighter, is Paredes, and certainly won't make it easy for Sonny Hardy.
He's from Peru, they're usually tough from that neck of the woods. So.
See him lining up his right hand behind his jab. He's just using his jab to find his range and turning his right hand in against the southpaw from Peru. Nice jab there from Paredes.
Has Paredes always been the southpaw, or did he just switch for this round?
No, he's been southpaw from the beginning, Dan.
Oh, okay. We just landed a clean left hook over there.
But a nice right hand there from Sonny Hardy. Good defensive work there as well. He knows what's coming back, and he's ready for it. I can see what you were saying about him being a bit more relaxed. You can see he's whipping those shots in, and if they don't land, he's able to keep his balance, reset and go again.
Yeah. It's very composed. I think he might be waiting a bit too long, and, you know, every shot seems to be hard. I think he should, you know, maybe...
But nice couple of solid shots there that landed from Sonny Hardy. The Peruvian took them well and came back, but he's very calculated in everything he's throwing, I think, Dan.
No, he is, but I just think every shot they're quite hard. You know, maybe he should just tip-tap about and then see what's open. So far, everything seems to be, you know, stiff and hard. Pause.
But again, you can see him thinking about every shot before he throws it as well. But nice right hand left hook there from Sonny Hardy, landed well, but again taken by the Peruvian, who comes back. Nice jab there from Paredes.
I think Sonny Hardy needs to change the pace of his shots a little bit. He needs to you know, every shot, like Dan was saying, is a little bit, you know, with too much intensity in it. But if he just switches the pace a little bit, taps a little bit, slows it down, throws the jab a little bit, it may open up his opponent to the bigger shots that he's looking for. But when he's throwing the big swinging shots, it's easy to brace for them. So you just need to switch the pace a little bit on his shots.
Maybe vary the pace, going up and down.
Yeah.
Vary it through the round, Denzel. Talk us through the replay.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's shutting his man down well. Paredes is, you know, he's moving well off the ropes and stuff, and he's holding his guard up really tight, like ready for all of the big shots that, as you can see there, as Hardy's swinging at him. Hardy needs to throw more shots down the middle. I think he'll have more success throwing straighter shots like we're seeing now, rather than the winging shots trying to get around the guard, because Paredes is, you know, his guard is quite tight. He's marching down his man well, but like we were saying earlier, he just needs to vary the intensity of his shots. He needs to switch the pace of his shots, and maybe he might find better openings for the bigger shots that he's looking for.
Seconds out, round 3.
Jesus, pause. Is that a pause? Wait, first.
Round 3 of this 8-round contest in the super featherweight division between Sonny Hardy and Cesar Ignacio Paredes from Peru. Hardy's made a composed and clinical start to this fight so far. But I think he's just showing signs that he might be starting to push the pace a bit here. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, he is. But I'd like him to just maybe stand in the middle of the ring, take a deep breath, and just relax. Because everything's just too hard, and you know when you tense up for a shot, pause. That's, you know, it can slow down the shot.
Yeah.
And also when your opponent is anticipating the shot, it they kind of like tense up for it as well. So it takes the sting out of the shot. So he just needs to, you know, not everybody.
But he's ready.
And he missed all of those shots.
They're easier to read from the opponent, 100%.
And he just got caught with an uppercut there.
He's got a decent amount of support here at the York Hall to Sonny Hardy.
Good combination, but again, I think Cesar caught all of them on. He didn't land.
Well, he saw them coming quite well, didn't he? Did Paredes?
Again,
so
all in the gloves. There's a good little right hand there from Sonny. See, now he's starting to miss a lot. Just needs to relax, not tense up as much.
nice jab there from Paredes to the body of Sonny Hardy.
Some good defense from Paredes though, if I'm being honest. He's rolling the shoulders nicely. But this is where Hardy needs to, I know it sounds repetitive, but just vary it in the speed and the power of his shots. Maybe throw some shots away so Paredes gets comfortable and opens up, and then he can counter with, you know, the big shots he's looking for. Paredes just comes with a wild swing. Not sure why he done that, but
get comfortable and open up, yeah.
Nice jab there from Paredes there, just on the chin of Sonny Hardy, but Hardy comes back. Nice combination on the ropes, but
as you see, like, he's putting a lot of effort into those shots, but you know, he's making a miss.
Nice defense there for Hardy.
Last few seconds of the third round of this 8-round contest. Nice combination there from Sonny Hardy. I think that's exactly what you were looking for, Dan.
Yes, that's it. I think when Sonny puts his hands down, I think that's his way of trying to be a bit more, but the shots are still, you know, a bit stiff. So, but he's more active in the round anyway, throwing more shots. He's the aggressor, so he's still giving the round. But if he wants to be a bit more definitive and land more quality shots, I think he just needs to vary the pace and the speed of the shots. And not everything as hard, you know. Tap around and just see what's available. But I'll still give Sonny the round though.
But I hear what you're saying, tap around, find the opening.
Exactly.
Corners,
Exactly.
10
Because
seconds.
Caesar, he's experienced. He knows how to shell up. You know, especially with the straight shots, he just puts his hands
Second
up.
out, round 4.
And he's got a decent little roll with him as well when he tries to do the shoulder roll. So you have to be, he can be a bit tricky.
But again, like you were saying, there's a nice double right hand there from Sonny Hardy at the start of the 4th round of this 8-round contest.
But all wearing the gloves. And like there, the left hook backhand, that was 2 wild misses, and he's just got caught with a backhand from Caesar. So
landed quite clean on the chin of Hardy. With some decent bursts on the rope from Sonny Hardy, but be interesting to see the count of how many of those landed, but that left hook to the body definitely landed. We could see that.
And the shot before that was just a small little tap, a right hook to the body, and then he winged it in with the left hook. So that was a good vary of pace. And that's what I think he needs to do with someone like Caesar. Good head movement from Sonny there.
We can hear his supporters just behind us at ringside. And no doubt that's going to lift him as he moves through the rounds. He's about halfway through the halfway mark of this 8-round contest. He's relaxed a little bit in this round, I think. Just got caught there, quite clean there from Paredes to Sonny Hardy.
Yeah, I think in the exchange, Paredes is quite fast. So when they're both exchanging, there's a chance Sonny might get caught. Oh, that was a good shot from Sonny there.
He's definitely found a few more openings in this round.
Two backhands there.
Some nice work on the ropes there for sure from Sonny Hardy, and his supporters absolutely loved it. But you're right, Dan, as soon as he drops his hands and relax, he finds those openings really well. He becomes awkward for the Peruvian.
Yes.
But again, I think he's been comfortable so far in this fight, Sonny Hardy.
I don't know if he's frustrated. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, he's thrown a lot of heavy shots but not landing as much. So I don't know whether in his head it's kind of frustrating him, because as a fighter, when you're throwing these big shots and you're not landing as much as you want to, it not only can, you know, drown your energy but also frustrate you mentally. So I don't know what he's, you know, going through his head at the moment.
Corners, 10 seconds.
He landed a few big ones in this round, but maybe not as much as he would have liked.
Second out, round 5.
But we're in round 5 of this 8-round contest between Sonny Hardy and Cesar Ignacio Paredes. Sonny Hardy has thrown some clean shots, but come out in this round nice, relaxed, throwing with a bit more speed than he was in the previous few rounds.
Oh, just got caught there. A nice right hook from Paredes.
And you need to be careful of those. Paredes has won 5 of his fights by way of knockout. I mean, he's lost 4 by knockout as well, but
that's out of 33, so
yeah, that's not bad actually.
I think it's out of about 49 actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small percentage, but he's got the power for sure.
He just there, he just taps, tap, yeah, and then let a big one go, just to see what's there. And I'd like to see him stab him to the stomach too, not just landing the jab upstairs, but just sucking some air.
He's definitely finding a home for that right hand now, though.
I'm not too sure. I don't know if he's actually landing them, but yeah, again, the combination, they're landing on the gloves. I think Sonny needs to go to the body, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. I think he tried to go to the head for like, you know, 5.5 rounds, and not much is getting through. I think if he switches the attack and goes to the body, he might find a little more success. Yeah. Especially when Paredes turns southpaw. That right hand to the body is probably the best shot to look for. Whether he throws it straight or loops it, bolos it, I mean, I think that's a shot.
Just put him with a little check right hook there from Paredes. But I don't know if it's never too late to work the body, but obviously we're past the halfway mark now. It would have been good if he started from, you know, the beginning and kind of broke him down.
100%.
Paredes is just doing is literally just putting up his gloves up, winky right style, and catching all the straight shots.
Oh, that was a good body shot. Just skimmed Paredes.
But then Paredes just landed a double left hook there too.
Yeah, first.
That was a good counter right hand from Sonny.
Starting to lose his balance a little bit in this round, is Paredes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened just a second ago. Like he kind of feet were all over the place.
He always tripped rather than being hit. To be fair, I think.
Southpaw orthodox. That's always bound to happen. Good head movement from Sonny. I liked a bit of that.
Fancy footwork to end the 5th round from Sonny Hardy. Now, I think that's exactly what his supporters want to see tonight. Send us talk us through the last round.
Yeah, I think it was a good round from Sonny. He did switch the attack to the body eventually. Just skimmed, you know, the body of Paredes. Comes with a barrage of shots here. But then so does Paredes, he comes back as well. But, you know, it's a good right hand there from Paredes. But I think Sonny needs to get his defense a little bit higher. Paredes ain't throwing as much as he should, because Hardy is throwing a barrage of shots every time he does. But a lot of them are landing on the gloves, and which is why we were opting for him to, you know, target the body area instead. But I think he's winning these rounds just off his work rate. But he could have a lot more success if he switched the attacks and variated the speed and power of the punches. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with you. But this round, it would be nice for him to just go to the body. I just want him to do some body work.
For the whole round, you just want body shots? Yeah. Oi, you know what? Fairs.
Be interesting to know what Sonny Hardy's corner said to him at the end of that last round.
Because sometimes, even with when you do the work in the body, you don't necessarily actually have to land in the body. You're bringing that guard down.
They're bringing it down, yeah, definitely.
And you know, you're letting your opponent know even that I want to work the body, so you kind of lose focus of defending the head, and then that's when, you know, the head opens up.
But again, it's like what you were saying earlier about just the variation of time and power and head, body. Just, I think it's when Sonny Hardy varies all of those things is when he gets the most success against Paredes.
Because Paredes is definitely not overruled by his power. Not at all. I'm sure he's fought a lot of hard hitters, so he's kind of used to it. That was a good little combination from Paredes and a lovely jab to finish.
Yeah, he certainly clipped the chin of Sonny Hardy with that jab.
I like the lateral movement from Sonny when he's not throwing. But off that lateral movement, I want to see some good shots come back from it.
Just almost down to the final minute of the 6th round of this 8-round contest in the super featherweight division. And there's just a couple more fights left before our headlining fight between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen for the British super lightweight title eliminator. Yeah, like you were saying earlier, Dan, there's some nice lateral movement there from Sonny Hardy. Good head movement.
Good head movement from Paredes as well.
And that's the clack over the final 10 seconds of round 6 of this 8-round contest. And Sonny Hardy's just picked up the pace. We seem to be ending it past 2 rounds with some fancy footwork there from Sonny Hardy. Denzel, if he was in his corner right now, what would you be saying to him?
I'll just tell him to, you know, maintain relax, keep relaxed. Look for the body a bit more as well. Look for the body a bit. Stab the jab to the body. Go around the elbows. And like Dan was saying, bring the guard down so that the shots up top will be open. But you know, Sonny seems to be headhunting quite a bit this fight. And he just needs to switch the attack, change the pace. What we've been saying all night, really. He's carried the same pace throughout the fight. And it's a good pace because he's been able to maintain it. It shows his fitness. And Paredes hasn't been able to figure it out. But in the future, moving forward, he needs to learn how to vary his speed and his pace, and, you know, both physically and his punch power, and find open a different way. Because it don't work that way all the time.
Well, he's certainly fit and strong, like you said, Denzel. He's maintained a decent pace throughout this entire contest so far, and we're currently in round 7 of 8. Sonny Hardy bids to keep his unbeaten record and go 10-0.
Have a long afternoon tomorrow, so at the same table with me, and then just start pinging shit across the table later.
Wait, who was that next?
It's interesting that 9 of Sonny Hardy's wins have come by way of stoppage.
Dan Barrett to this
It's nice on the inside there from Sonny Hardy.
+1. I don't think he's got any friends, so he'll probably go with that. As much as I love him, he's an idiot.
Nice.
That was a lovely kind of
And he done it twice. Tried it a 3rd time, missed, but the first 2 he got.
So the board appointed people to our table. Because obviously we're from swimming.
Minute down in round 7.
So it just makes sense. So you got that. That's 4 people. Yeah, that's where I am, isn't it?
Starting to find an opening for that right hand, I think, in this round.
John's mate. Tim, we'll go with Tim.
Paredes guards too well for the headshots, especially if you're loading up. You need to offer, there needs to be enough opening before he gets to the head.
Good head movement there from Sonny Hardy, though.
He's got that, I mean, from Paredes. That's all good movement from Paredes there.
Sorry for Hardy.
There we go.
It's a good thing there's both of us here at ringside, right, Dan?
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing with Sonny, but then that's where we want him to push and come forward. When he mixes it up and goes head, body, and that's where he gets the shots. But when he just does 3 shots to the head, it's like Paredes just guards all of them, just like there. Good body shot from Sonny there.
He's definitely more successful on a second phase attack, isn't he?
Yes.
capitalise on it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, he also needs to be careful with his head when he is turning out with his feet. He brings his head forward a little bit. Going up to the nasty clash.
We're in the final 10 seconds of round 7 of this 8-round contest in the super featherweight division. As Sonny Hardy goes back to his corner. And we'll see if he can relax a little bit more in this final round. Denzel, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, one more round there to go. I think he's won every round, to be honest. Just off his work rate. A lot of his shots have been on the gloves of Paredes, as I've been repeating, but his work rate's been really well. But most of all, I like the way he's settled. Usually when I see Sonny Hardy fight, he's always in a hard fight, and he doesn't need to be. He's settled down now, and now the only thing he needs to do is be able to find openings fighting at this pace. When he's fighting at the higher pace that he usually fights at, he gets through just by sheer force. Now he's settled down, and he's trying to find openings. He's just looking for them the wrong way. He needs to switch to variation and find another ways. But this is probably new to him right now. But he's done well with what he's got.
6 down, 8, and final round.
Referee just encouraging the fighters to touch gloves at the beginning of the final round of this contest. Sonny Hardy's maintained decent pace throughout the past 7 rounds as he comes into the 8th round against Cesar Ignacio Paredes of Peru.
When fights like this, I always wonder, like, when it's the last round, I think someone like Sonny will just a little
slip there from Hardy.
As I was saying, I always wonder if, like, someone like Sonny going into the last round, what his mindset is like. I've got to take him out, or just keep boxing hard. I'm boxing and win on points. Like, be more careful. I'd love to know, like, what is going through his head at the moment and how it feels to approach this last round. Off the back of this performance so far, what would you'd be thinking if this was you, if you were Sonny going into this last round? What would be your...
No, I mean, I guess in his mind he's done well. I don't think he's lost the round.
Your mind.
In my mind?
Yeah, what would after that, you're going into the 8th, what would you be thinking? Like, I need to knock him out, or no, I'm doing well.
I know what you mean, yeah. I mean, I just think I'm doing well, just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's clearly not going anywhere. Paredes is tough as nails, he's not going anywhere, so I wouldn't force myself to be in a tough fight and in exchanges like this. Yeah. Trying to get a knockout, because he's probably not going to get one, if I'm being honest.
No,
he just keep on the work he was on 7 rounds before that.
It's a nice little flurry there from Paredes just to the body of Sonny Hardy. But I think you're right, Denzel. With someone as durable and as tough as Paredes, you're probably not going to get him out of there. So, kind of sticking to the game plan, just boxing your way to the final bell might be the best tactic.
Yeah, most definitely. He's got the rounds back. That's a nice 8-rounder done at a nice pace. He's not blowing there, Sonny. He's comfortable. Oh, good shot there from Paredes. And that's why he doesn't need to be in those exchanges trying to push for a knockout. Because as you were saying in one of the fights earlier, Dan, when it comes to the last round, the away fighter is thinking, oh, it's only one more round. I might as well just go for it, yeah.
But in this round, Sonny's probably landed more, but been caught more as well.
That's true, yeah, that is true.
That's what I'm wondering, what is his psyche going into this last round?
But this is the Sonny that I'm used to seeing, just getting through sheer force.
Like even Paredes, he's throwing a lot
more, yeah.
Paredes definitely the more tired of the two fighters by the end of the 8th round, the last few seconds, and Sonny Hardy has just landed a nice couple of shots, right hand there on the bell, not quite sure that it landed, but a decent performance. He's banked the 8 rounds there, Sonny Hardy, and onwards and upwards, I think.
Yeah. Good 8 round, good workman-like performance. I'm sure he'll look back at this fight, him and his team, and look at where they need to work on, but overall, good
decision official. But it's not boxing without sweat, Caroline.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Lee Every scores the bout 79-73. And your winner, still undefeated, Sonny the Instigator Hardy.
Well, Sonny Hardy retains his unbeaten record of 10 fights and 10 wins with a score of 75-73 against Cesar Ignacio Paredes of Peru. Lovely moment there in the ring between the two fighters, as Sonny Hardy's team are happy with his win, and we'll hear from him shortly at ringside with Melissa.
Sonny, how are you feeling? Your 10th professional contest tonight.
I'm feeling very good. I'm finding super featherweight very comfortable now, so I think that's my normal weight from now on. I'm happy for once to get the rounds under my belt and not go in there all guns blazing. I feel like I put on a good clinical boxing performance for the fans, and I'm ready for number 11. I'm running out of fingers now.
Oh, your hat's back.
The hat is back. Big up Highland Whiskey Clan.
I really enjoy how at each of our post-fight interviews you summon your hat.
I do summon the hat. I had to take it off for the in-ring photographs, but interview started, the hat's back on.
Talk to me about your opponent, Cesar Paredes. He was quite a game opponent. He won a round in there. What did you make of him?
Yeah, it was tricky. I haven't seen any content on Paredes. I've only had him booked in for just over a week now, but as a professional boxer, you should be able to adapt to anything that's in front of you, whether you've been given 2 months' notice or 2 days' notice. And I think that's what I've done.
You were last out in the end of June in a fight against Ellison Suchi, where you had that devastating stoppage. Obviously, we've spoken before about how you want to push on for those titles. We're at the end of 2025 now. I imagine that's the plan for 2026.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm more than ready now, and I feel like getting these 8 rounds under my belt puts me even more so in good stead to pursue them titles and excel in my division.
A quick word from Kevin Mitchell, trainer, manager. What did you make of Sonny's performance tonight, and how much is he set up to push on for those titles next year?
Yeah, do you know what? It's the perfect fight for him. It's exactly what I wanted for him. As he was in there during the rounds, I said to him, look, this is the reason I wanted you in a nice 8 rounder like this, learning fight, build your stamina up, build your experience up in the ring, doing 8 rounds in the distance. So basically, yeah, I think we'll be ready for a title fight soon.
Absolutely. I mean, Sonny, you're so exciting. It's always such a joy to have you in the ring, watching that clinical, that composed performance. You have so much support as well, both online and also in the building. Do you have a message for the people that continue to show up and out for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to say a massive, massive thank you for everyone who's come, spent their hard-earned money to come and support me, especially when it's coming so close to Christmas. For everyone tuning in on talkSPORT, for everyone watching online, for everyone who's just supporting via social media, it really, really doesn't go unappreciated. It means the world to me, and without you guys I wouldn't be able to do this. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone. I love you all. And I want to say a massive shout out to my sponsors as well. Sight King, Pagan Construction Limited, Reach Group Community Project, Empire Fight Store, and Nature Wolf CBD. I think I smashed that again.
I actually need your dad here to hold up stuff for me so I remember.
And the Harlem Whiskey Clan. Who's here?
Sonny, congratulations, great performance, great to see you back out. Look forward to everything that you bring next year.
Absolutely, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. Perfect, thank you.
10th professional fight for Sonny Hardy. You know, they've taken their time, they've developed him quite, you know, I don't want to say slowly, I think in the right pace, in the right way. He was last out at the end of June, and he had a devastating stoppage against Ellison Suchi, who we heard lots and lots about. You know, what do you make of Sonny Hardy after seeing that performance?
You know what, he's so decent, and not only that, he's got a good camp. Kevin Mitchell, my long-time friend, very, very studious trainer, right? And he's not about the glitz and glaz, right? He's about the subtleties. And we saw that today with Sonny, because like, he was doing nice little slips, nice little turns, and at certain times where he was in there, he was like practicing with the hands, and then letting off the shots, you know, gauging and getting range. And this is very rare for, like, he's still a young kid, right? And I can't believe the size of him. I can't believe he's super featherweight. He's big for the weight. He's very tall for the weight. So, you know what? As long as he's being taken down the right road and given the right fights, you never know where he could end up. And not only that, he's very, very good with the camera. He's very, very good with the camera. So, you know what I mean? And big up all these sponsors. How about that? We don't know where he could go, but all he's got to do is that steady progression. And as long as he's got that steady progression and listens to Kevin, who's a man that has been a British Commonwealth, a man that beat a really, really good fighters. I remember when Kevin beat Paredes Prescott after Paredes Prescott knocked out Amir Khan. So he's got a wealth of experience around him. All he's got to do is listen to that, and if he listens to that, he can go places.
Absolutely. I mean, having that guidance, that mentorship by someone so experienced is just critical to a boxer's progression. And as I said, you know, that was a 10th professional contest, so it'll be really exciting to see what he achieves next year. I know he's got his eyes set on the title, so that'll be really good to see.
Well, he should have his eyes on the title, because that's the ambition of a fighter. And if you're not in this to say you want to pick up titles, then you're in the wrong profession.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Next up, we have Alfie Gaskin versus Morgan Salamu for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title. This one is set to be a mouth-watering fight. Don't go anywhere. Over to Huss.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening, scheduled 8 3-minute rounds for the vacant Commonwealth Super Middleweight Youth Championship. And now please welcome to the ring, Morgan Salamu.
Another fight for my life, it's alright, because everything lies in your way.
So this 8-round contest in the super middleweight division for the Commonwealth Youth title. And here he is, nothing is distracting Morgan Salamu from the task at hand. He's promised fireworks this evening in his bid to be crowned the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight champion this evening as he enters the ring, full of confidence in black shorts with gold trim.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Alfie Gaskin.
Soon over I've been.
opportunity for him as Warrant Boxing Management's 2024 Fighter of the Year. He looks composed, he looks confident, and we're looking forward to seeing this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds for the vacant Commonwealth Super Middleweight Youth Championship. This bout is brought to you by Mark Neilson of Neilson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions and their proud sponsors Allegra and Gladius. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative Dan Frost, your timekeeper at the bell Ashley McGill, and your third man in charge of the action, referee Sean McEvoy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black and gold. His official weight of 161.6 pounds. He has a record of 8 fights, 1 loss, 2 draws, and 5 wins. Hailing from Southampton, England's United Kingdom, introducing Morgan Salamu. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black, white, and gold. His official weight of 161.9 pounds. He has a record of 9 fights, 1 loss, 8 wins, and 1 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Harlow, Essex, England's United Kingdom, introducing Alpha Gaskin!
Okay, lads, 8-round contest. Keep it clean all the time, keep yourself protected all the time. Touch gloves, here we go. Good luck, lads.
Referee just issued his final instructions before we get the action underway in this super middleweight title fight between Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu.
Seconds out, round 1.
And Salamu, and both Gaskin and Salamu have got straight to work. But we're delighted to have legendary boxing historian Spencer Fearon join us at the commentary table this evening. Welcome to you, Spencer.
No, you know what? Thank you, sis. And you know what? I'm so looking forward to this because I know both of these guys are going to have it. And even more so, even more of a pleasure like to me to sit down beside Mr. Denzel Bentley. You know what I mean?
No, it's the other way around, Spence. It's a pleasure for me to sit down with you, man.
That's right.
I think we're going to have fun this evening, guys. It's already got the crowd going. There's so much support.
Oh, that was a hard body shot there, you know.
Fighters. Morgan Salamu started kickboxing at the age of 4 years old. He represented England by the time he was 8 years old in kickboxing. He went to a boxing gym just to work on his hand speed and stayed there ever since. Nice uppercut on the inside there from Gaskin.
Do you know what? It's a little bit scruffy right now. The only reason why it's getting scruffy is because it means so much to these, because it's a title on the line as well. But if you look at the balance of Salamuski, he's got very, very good balance. You can see it comes from his kickboxing experience. But look at his balance. He's got very, very good balance. You see, like a bit rough here. I would say what Alfie needs to do right now is just stick to that box. He's got a nice jab, and I like how he's got his hands. He's got like how he's got his hands in his positioning. He just needs to box. Getting too scruffy because it means so much. They need to break it up and cause distance, and you've got to get that distance by your jab.
Be interesting to see which which one is able to settle and take control of the pace of the fight as the rounds go on, Spencer?
Exactly.
Don't fall in.
And this is the thing. As Denzel knows, Denzel's meant to be working with us right now, but he can't help himself. Now, I'm saying to you, he is falling in. The only reason why he's falling in is because he's overexerting. Alfie's overexerting when he's finding shots. But he should be just more relaxed and pumping out his jab. And especially when you're dealing with a southpaw. See, he's very clever. See what he just said? What Alfie did, he's got his left foot on the outside of Salamu's right. Oh, they're going at him right now.
And that's the end of the first round.
Very, very good round.
Denzel Bentley has just left the commentary table, so it's just us to say us for this one, Spencer.
You know what?
Talk us through that first round. It was scrappy.
It was scrappy, and it was kind of difficult to score here. But if you can see here, look, Salamu just came in with a hard free punch combination there, and he caught Alfie with it. They see there again. And the thing is, with Salamu, he changes from orthodox to southpaw regularly, and that's coming from his kickboxing experience. Professional fighters don't usually do that. But you can see when you're a kickboxer, because you're trying to get off for your offensive leg, so you're putting a weight on your back leg so you can kick with it. And you can see that's what he's doing. But now, instead of kicking, he's trying his shots, and he scored with that. Scrappy round, very difficult round to score as well, myself.
Round 2.
But the atmosphere is absolutely electric here at the York Hall this evening as Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu, who compete for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title this evening, had a scrappy round, the first round, but we're looking to see.
His punch is very good there, Alfie, you know. I like that double jab, and he came down right hand to the body.
But it's like he was saying, just stick to his boxing, keep it clean, and just regain your composure after the first round.
You know what, I think the instructions were to Alfie like to pop that jab and go downstairs to the body. He's doing that very, very well. But what he needs to do is to catch, you see, he's going jab, right hand to the body. But the major thing that he needs to do is go and capitalize on it now is to come back with his left hook upstairs and throw the right hand straight down the middle. Just being warned there by the referee.
Gaskin suffered a loss early on in his career, but he's had 5 straight wins since then, so no doubt his confidence is going to be high for this one. I think he's come into this fight at the right time.
You see, the problem here with Salamu is loading up too much, and with Gaskin's throwing the hands with fluidity, and because he's loading up, Alfie can see the shots coming at him. Right now.
Well, the tidier work's definitely coming from Gaskin in this round.
It is. It's beautiful work from Gaskin. Right now, you know what? If I was Salamu, what I'd do, I'd take a step back just to create the distance and then throw my jab. That's what I would be doing.
But we're almost down to the final minute of the second round of this 8-round contest.
Beautiful shot there by Gaskin. That was a hard hooking right hand there from his orthodox position.
He's just lining that right hand up from behind the jab. He's using his jab to find his range and whipping that right hand in, but a solid jab there from Gaskin.
Yeah, it's excellent. And then when he's throwing that hard right hand, you know what he should be doing? He should be coming straight back with the left hook. But this is really, you see a nice little lean back and then he's throwing back on the shots. That was like a nice little pull count and he threw a 1-2 for that.
10-second clacker goes for the end of the second round of this 8-round contest. It's been a bit tidier for Alfie Gaskin. I think he's started to take control in this second round.
And you're absolutely right, my sis. Alfie boxed very, very well. He boxed the orders there, no doubt. I believe that Martin Bowles would have read in the riot act to tighten up after the first round, and he administered very, very good work. He did everything off of the jab. And he's going jab, going downstairs to the body. I know there's the instructions they got, but he followed to the T because he's doing it constantly right. Look at that. He's doing it constantly right throughout the round, right? And then from there, he's trying all the rest of the shots from there. I would like to see him come back with the left hook after he goes downstairs. And like for Salamu, whilst it's Salamu, there's no double jab. There's no double jab from him. The double jab is the key, and he needs to put in that double jab. But yeah, very, very good round. But it was a very good round for Alfie Gaskin. Salamu needs to up his pace, but do it technical.
Second out, round 3.
And that's the bell for the third round of this 8-round contest between Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu of Southampton. Alfie Gaskin took control in the second round, neatened his work up, and again started the round well.
Hard shots there again from Alfie.
Salamu just hasn't quite found his balance and composure yet, and Alfie Gaskin, as this round has gone on, seems to be taking more and more control of this fight.
He is, but you know what? Fair play to Salamu because he's now working his jab and he's scoring with the jab. Right now, he should be going for the middle. Both of these guys should be going for the middle.
Nice left hook there from
Alfie
Gaskin. But again, set up off the jab.
Yep, and that's the key, because all of the work's coming from the jab.
And Salamu is down from a body shot from Alfie Gaskin. Issuing the mandatory 8 count here.
7, 8.
Alfie Gaskin has taken control and gained some real success early on.
He's got a lot of time now to finish off. He's got a lot of time to finish him off now.
But again, he's targeting the body of Salamu, and Salamu is feeling the pace of this fight so far. He's finding his way out of the corner of Salamu, but Gaskin is relentless in the pressure that he's putting on Salamu. He's trying to find that body again from behind the headshots. And Salamu is struggling. Referee just pulls them apart. The crowd are going absolutely wild here at your call as Alfie Gaskin is upping the pressure. And he's piling it on Salamu as he's on the ropes. Salamu tucking up against some of these shots, but some of these body shots are certainly getting through.
Alfie needs to be doubling up right now downstairs. He needs to go double left hook right hand. He's trying 1-2, 1-2 down. It's no good. He needs to double it up, and he better be careful as he'll punch himself out. He's got 40 seconds left in the round.
And he's potentially got another 5 left. But that was a
good
clipping.
Hard shot there by Salamu.
And that's where he's dangerous as well. But the crowd are absolutely going wild as we're approaching the last 20 seconds of this round.
This is an excellent round.
Good head movement there from Alfie Gaskin as he comes in again to the body. He's targeting that body from Salamu. He's absolutely relentless, but takes a couple of headshots just towards the end of the third round. And there's a small cut appearing.
That was an excellent round. A 10-8 round, no doubt, for Alfie, but fair play to Salamu because he could have swallowed that, you know, and he didn't. And that shows you that he did it because he wants it. That's the desire. That was a horrible hook downstairs to the body that floored him. And I've seen many guys would have stayed on the canvas. They wouldn't have got up. So fair play to him.
But he was smart. He stayed down for the majority of the count to recover. He wasn't in a hurry to get up. And it was a smart move on his part.
It was because he was using sense instead of pride. So fair play to him.
And that takes, like you said, experience. It takes composure. under pressure.
10 seconds.
And I think Salamu showed that.
It takes a lot of heart, and that's what he just showed.
Second time, round 4.
Can't believe this is only the 4th round, young lady. I cannot believe it.
Well, Gaskin's confidence must be absolutely sky high right now, but Salamu has come out to fight and he's not giving up. But beautiful 3 shots there from Gaskin. Maybe should have taken his feet with him just slightly, but rolled out nicely from the counter punches of Salamu.
You know what? Now Salamu should be paying in kind, saying, well, you want to touch me, then you touch downstairs to the body. Now it's my turn to try and touch you back downstairs to the body. Because that was a momentous round for Alfie. He put a lot of work in there, so you don't know how that's going to take his toll on him.
But he just tried there, he tried to get that jab to the body of Alfie Gaskin, didn't quite land, didn't quite make an impact on Gaskin.
He didn't, and right now, Salamu should be putting 3s and 4s in, and he's doing it. He should be putting 3 and 4s in, because it was a big round last round, and I'm telling you that took its toll. Good work from both men there.
Well, the crowd are absolutely loving the action between Gaskin and Salamu this evening. It's been an action-packed fight so far, and we're just in round 4 of 8. Maybe a small cut appearing beneath the right eye of Salamu. But he's getting a bit more success in this round, Spencer.
He is, and he's pressing it. You know what? He's pressing it, and fair play to him. Good body attack there. That was a very, very hard left uppercut to the body there, which Salamu does through. Yeah, I mean, he needs to be putting in 3s and 4s though. One shot isn't going to do it for Salamu. Hard 20 shot there from Alfie. That was a very, very good shot.
And those body shots take their toll. He landed one clean. Well, he landed quite a few clean actually earlier on in the contest.
But that one was a real clean one there, that was a very, very clean hard shot.
I mean, we heard that from the other side of the ring at the commentary table.
And this just showed you the condition of both these two men, you know. Fair play to him. Like Morgan and Alfie, they properly put it in. This is how much this title means to these guys, you know. And for the fact that they're fighting on talkSPORT, and to the fact that they're on a really, really good TM14 show. It means a lot, and we're seeing it with these guys.
But this is exactly what Neilson Boxing and TM14 promotion produces. It was an entertaining fight.
That was a hard right hand downstairs. Oh, that hurt him, you know. That hurt Alfie.
It certainly did.
Oh!
And the end of that round came quicker than what we could even anticipate. But again, another fantastic round, and Salamu was bringing it back, Spencer.
But I'm telling you, Morgan Salamu is in this fight because at the end of the round, no one's not fooling me. I'm telling you that watch the shot. Look, that shot hurt Alfie. And you can see again, he's looking here, boom, over there. This is such an exciting fight. And it swings and roundabouts, this fight. What Alfie needs to do is go back to his boxing and set up the shots. He was doing it beautifully in the round previous, where he's popping a jab and going downstairs to the body with the right hand. And he needs to go and do that again if he wants opposing. Salamu just needs to do exactly what he did in the last round.
Round
this is boxing.
5.
I'm loving it.
Well, it's been an entertaining night of boxing here at the York Hall, and we're in round 5 of 8 of this middleweight contest for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title between Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu. Alfie Gaskin had some real success earlier on in the fight where he dropped Salamu with a body shot, but Salamu is still in this fight, and he brought it back a bit in the last this round,
He did.
Spencer.
And I'm telling you now, both men should be administering the double jab. It's like it's one of the best punches in boxing. And you know the old adage, like a big right hand takes you around the corner, a good jab takes you all around the world. And right now, both men should be popping at their jabs to set up their other shots.
Nice again, nice body shot there from Alfie Gaskin. Referee just warning Alfie Gaskin about his head, but he's going in with it again.
He is. Do you know what? I think the toll's being taken out on Alfie, like, because every time he's up close, and he's the person that wants to engage to do the holding. Alfie should be just getting back on his boxing, just flicking at the jab so he can regain his composure.
We're about halfway through round 5 of 8. But Alfie Gaskin just took a clean right hand from Morgan Salamu.
Oh, and another one.
He's finding his range, Salamu. This could be dangerous for Alfie Gaskin. Hasn't quite been able to capitalise on the early successes in the second round, Alfie Gaskin.
Alfie needs to get back on his jab. That's what he needs to do. Get back on his jab to regain his composure. Because Salamu now has, like, he's got this newfound confidence inside of him because he knows that he can hit his opponent and he can actually hurt him. Good shots there from Alfie though.
He's coming down to the last 30 seconds of round 5. And big shots landed from both fighters in this round, Spencer.
Yep.
Again, a nice body shot there from Alfie Gaskin. He's brought the elbow down of Morgan Salamu, but he's only got a few more seconds left of this round. Nice exchange on the bell there.
It was a nice exchange, and that was a close round, a very difficult round to call. Not for the fact that they were both on top of each other, but you know what? You could turn around and say that could have been Salamu's round. But in saying that, Alfie's getting his second win because he regained his composure. He looked like he was very, very tired in the previous round, but in this round now it's like he's getting his second win. And remember, you've got 3 more rounds to go. You've got round 6, 7, and then 8. It's dependent on these rounds for both men, even though the fact that he's got a 10-8 round, but then he's had it hard in the other 2 rounds. So like, this is a great fight, really, really great fight.
And this is. Sorry.
I was about to say, go watch this stage because I was just about to go off to go watch the other fight, and I'm staying right here.
Well, this is the sign of absolutely perfect matchmaking because it's so competitive.
I'm telling you.
For a title fight, this is exactly what we want to see.
1,000,000% my sis. Oh, hard right hand, sorry there from Salamu.
Just fell in from behind his jab there, Salamu.
Yep. Oh, he's cut.
Referee just taking a look at the cut.
He's cut over left eye. But it's at the side of the eye, it's not running into the eye, it's running around the side of the eye, so he should be okay. And that was a clash of heads.
And that's where Alfie Gaskin was told about his head, and he needs to be careful because this may result in a point deduction if he's not.
Right now, both guys should be flicking at the jab, flicking at the jab, flicking at the jab. Good, that's good double jabbing there. This is it.
Nice double jab right hand there from Alfie Gaskin.
That was class.
He could keep it so simple. But I think Gaskin throughout this contest, nice right hand there from
Beautiful
from Gaskin.
work. I like the turn as well. Beautiful work.
But it comes from his shape. He's retained his shape really well in this contest compared to Salamu.
Yep.
We're just over halfway through round 6. But he's walking into some clipping right hands from Salamu as he comes forward. But we've gone quiet at ringside, but I think the action's speaking for itself as we're approaching the final
body shot there.
The final minute of round 6. But
beautiful boxing here by Alfie. This is what he should have been doing earlier. Beautiful boxing. But Salamu ain't mucking around. He's winging these hard shots in.
Exchange of a couple of sharp shots from both fighters there. But the crowd are absolutely loving it as we approach the last 10 seconds of round 6.
This is a good thing. What Alfie's doing now is in the exchanges, he's having the last word in the exchange, and this is going to reflect on the scores, on the judges. Good body shot there.
Good body shot there from Alfie Gaskin.
I'd love for him to come back with a left hook there, you know. Well done, well done.
Another tough round to score.
Not for me.
But
That was clearly Alfie's round.
To be fair, I think, yeah, you're right. Alfie Gaskin's done the much cleaner work in that round.
He done excellent work in it.
Just talk us through the replay here, Spencer. I think it speaks for itself, but
good right hand, but look at that uppercut. That was such a classy right uppercut that Alfie just threw there. Real class, real class.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second out, round 7.
it's one of those situations where you think that both coaches in both corners will be telling each fighter exactly the same thing. Work your jab, set yourself up, and box.
Yep, and I will totally agree with you on that one, my sis, but you know what? Alfie, that's beautiful. Alfie is doing a better work right now because he's doing the more eye-catching work, right? And all he's got to do is stay composed, keep his shape like this, and keep on boxing. Because, you know, Salamu, he's coming, and Salamu's still looking to get a knockdown, you know, to level it out. Beautiful body shot downstairs.
And again set up from behind the jab, Spencer, which is exactly what we've been saying all night.
That was a good right hand from Salamu, though. Very good right hand.
A minute down in the penultimate round of this middleweight title contest between Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu. Gaskin, perhaps the cleaner work so far. Salamu's come back with three shots of his own, but Gaskin certainly had some success in this round when he works behind the jab and sinks those left hooks into the body. From the jab does Alfie Gaskin, takes a bit of a clip on the chin with the right hand from Salamu, but
beautiful shots there from Alfie. Because if you look at it right now, it's Alfie's the guy who's boxing more composed, who's boxing more relaxed. Like there's the work that Salamu is putting in, it seems like out of desperation, like I've got to impose my will, I've got to impose my will, where it's not coming from a relaxed space. And when you're relaxed, that's when the best shots come out.
And this is where Alfie certainly looks like he's in control of the pace of the fight. He's in control of where his positioning is in the ring. But as he comes close, Salamu, they just get tied up. Would have been nice to see Alfie Gaskin just take advantage of Salamu just falling onto the ropes like that. But again, nice uppercut there from behind the jab from Gaskin. And the end of that round came upon us as Alfie Gaskin returns to his corner. If you was in his corner, Spencer, what would you be saying to him?
To Alfie right now?
Absolutely.
Just to keep on boxing, because I got him head on points right now. Well, everything is going to be on Salamu. Everything is going to be on him. So he's going to have to come out like a bull in a china shop. What Alfie has to do is just maintain, stay on his boxing. Don't get caught up, you know what I mean? And don't let Muslim Salamu be too kind to him. Stay on his boxing, keep on popping at his jab and moving side to side. That's all he needs to be doing. He doesn't need to be no hero, trying to go on hold, because this right now is what Salamu needs. Salamu needs him to be gun hold so he can stand there and trade with him and hopefully clip him. Because he needs a stoppage to win. It's a close fight, but regardless of
Corners, 10 seconds.
Alfie's actually winning the fight right now. So he needs to, Salamu needs to put it on him this round. And I mean,
seconds
literally
out.
put it on
8
him.
and final round.
This is the 8th and final round of what has been a fantastic contest in the middleweight division for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title between Alfie Gaskin and Morgan Salamu. It is all on the line in this final round. We've got Gaskin ahead on points right now, and the crowd are going absolutely wild. They've loved this fight this evening as much as what we have.
It's been a pleasure to watch. It really has been.
But again, he's set that left hook up behind the jab, lands it nicely, does Gaskin. Nice work there again from Gaskin with his clean punches.
Beautiful. Set that up beautiful, you know.
Lovely 1-2 there from Alfie Gaskin, and that's really all he needs to do, 1-2 and move. Beautiful movement there from Gaskin.
Gaskin is absolutely boxing a dream right now, you know. He needs to just keep it just like this, right? That hurt him, that hurt Salamu, you know. But fair play, what a tough man, what a tough man.
I mean, to be dropped with a body shot so early on in an 8-round contest, and he's come in and actually had quite a bit of success in the middle rounds, Spencer, is impressive, and this is why he's boxing for titles right now.
Listen, Salamu has still got a future in it. I'm telling you this now. We got like a minute to go. He needs to do something right now, because if we had a title right now for Hart, he'd get it automatically. But unfortunately, we're not giving it just for Hart, we're giving it for boxing ability. And right now, he needs to keep his head movement and try his best to try and stick it on Alfie.
Gaskin still looks so composed, doesn't he?
Yeah, beautiful. Like I said, from round 7, he got his second win, and he's proving it right now. This is very, very articulate boxing coming from him.
Well, we're about 30 seconds away from one of these fighters. Everyone thinks it could be Alfie Gaskin that is going to be crowned the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight Champion. And what a way to end the year.
Yeah, what a way to end the year. What a beautiful fight to watch as well. What a beautiful fight to watch.
And the last 10 seconds is approaching. The crowd are going absolutely wild.
champion himself, right? He could have had an excuse not to be in it. And for him to battle back after taking that horrid body shot and to come back and carry on fighting in the way that he did, all the credit in the world should be given to him. I thought that the better boxing came from Alfie, and because of that, and this is gonna make both guys better fighters. Regardless of the result, it's gonna make both guys better fighters. Because when you guys to fight like this, you know in the back of your mind, in your mental Rolodex, that I've been in these kind of fights, so I know it's like to be in these kind of fights. But I would say, like, I've got it to Alfie, but regardless, Salamu's still got a fantastic future in boxing.
Absolutely. You know, both fighters fought incredibly well. Salamu showed the heart of an absolute lion in there. Gaskin's corner is celebrating already. They're happy with their man this evening. And this could be a pivotal, fantastic night.
What it should be, because like he put that work in, you know. So we got to give him all the credit in the world. He put that work in. He really did put that work in.
But it was impressive how he took control of that fight from the second round after a messy first round.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it to Alfie 77, 74. So, you know, we'll see how the judges here.
Yeah, couldn't disagree with that. Couldn't disagree with that, Spencer.
I mean, like, there's certain, like, the first round was very, very scrappy. Alfie started to get his range, then he scored the knockdown, then Salamu came in very, very strong in round 4 and 5, and then Alfie found his composure and got a second win for round 6, 7 and 8. But it was a very, very entertaining fight, and something like TM14, Neilson Boxing should be very proud that they're putting on fights like this. This is entertainment, right? This is entertainment. And so, I mean, even more so that it's on talkSPORT Boxing, so there. But this was a fantastic fight.
What a huge platform for him. We'll wait for the MC to make the decision official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Sean McAvoy scores the bout 78 to 73. And your winner and your new Commonwealth Super Middleweight Youth Champion, Alfie!
Well, there was no surprises in the result of that fight, Spencer. You know, Alfie Gaskin ended 2024 as Warren Boxing Management's Fighter of the Year. He's ending 2025 as the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight Champion. What's next for Alfie Gaskin?
You know, on that performance there, you don't know what's next. But really and truly, I think what's next is going to be a rest, because I think both guys are going to need it after that fight. It was a very, very hard fight, a very important fight, and credit due to both men for putting in such a gallant performance.
Well, he looks absolutely delighted with himself. His team are delighted with him, and deservedly so. We'll hear from him shortly at ringside with Melissa. But for now, let's watch the celebrations.
Alfie, and the new Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight Champion. How are you feeling?
Yeah, unbelievable. I'd just like to say thank you for everyone coming out tonight. Obviously, I was meant to be boxing last night on the WBM show. It fell through. John and Mark put me on this show, still kept my dream alive, let me fight for my first professional title, and obviously my manager getting it over the line, my team, Martin Bouts at the Peacock. Yeah, this one's a little bit special. Obviously my first championship fight. As everybody knows, I don't talk rubbish about anybody. I'm hard working, I do my talking in the ring. A lot of people thought I was going to go in there and get cleaned out tonight, and especially one person that was very close to that ring. I'm not going to say no names, but he was rooting for me to get beat, and it weren't happening. So the person that was walking around there with a smile, I suggest you keep on your face and be happy for me. Obviously your team, one of the team on the other side of the ring never come through, but listen, I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Billy Allington's going to win the British Eliminator in a minute, so it's going to be a good night for the Peacock. And the new baby, thank you for everybody that's coming out, it means a lot.
Obviously you're 22 years old, you're super young, you started boxing at the age of 8. How much does it mean to you right now to have that title around your shoulders?
It means everything and more. There's one man standing right there with his phone. He's watched me since a baby. He watched me when I couldn't even hold my hands up. And he said to me years ago, Alfie Gaskin, you're going to go far. So Paul Lincoln, this one's for you, mate. I hope I made you proud.
You done me proud. Well done, Alvin. He trains so hard, this guy. He never misses a day, and he's the nicest guy you could ever wish to meet, and he well deserves it. Well done, Al. Love you, mate. Love you.
Do you know what? It's so beautiful to see how much support you have in the building, how much people are rooting for you, especially as you are so young. You've only had 10 professional fights as well, so it feels like the future is so bright. What do you want to happen next?
Listen, a little rest would be nice now. I've been busy this year. I've had some good fights, competitive fights. A little rest now over Christmas and get back on the springboard in the new year. Mr. Bentley standing over there laughing at me. Yeah, he put me through this camp as well.
You've got a great team around you. The future is bright. You've just won this title. Best of luck to you, Alfie.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Watch out for 2026. It's a big year. Let's go.
Wow, Alfie Gaskin winning his first professional title, Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight Champion now. What did you make of his performance there?
Do you know what? He's come on leaps and bounds. I think we had Alfie on quite a few years ago for his debut, and we've seen him progress. So fair play to him. He picked up the title. I think it was probably a little bit closer than the scorecard said, maybe. But, you know, it is what it is, and he moves on, and hopefully Morgan comes back later as well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Alfie looked like quite big at the weight in comparison to Morgan, who it felt like Alfie was causing more of the damage in terms of like the shots landed, whereas even the shots that Morgan was landing, they didn't feel like they deterred Alfie at all. So, you know, probably the more eye-catching, more precise work was Alfie's, and very well deserved. It was so nice to see how much support he has in the building. That must make a huge difference.
100%, yeah. I mean, this place, when people are shouting, I think we heard in the last round, it was like a cauldron. One side shouting Alfie, the other side shouting Morgan. It's brilliant.
It was a brilliant fight. We really enjoyed it. But next up we have Zayan Sadique for his professional debut. Over to Huss in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And now please welcome to the ring, Edgar Gomez.
Amazing. Great performance, Alfie. Box really well.
Billy, get a shot here. This boy's shot this.
Well, Engel Gomez comes to the ring in white shorts and a black cap. He's looking to give Zayan Sadique a tough night.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Zayan Sadique.
stage, making his professional debut here at the York Hall. He has so much support in York Hall this evening, which is so important on such a big night in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Neilson of Neilson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Dan Frost. Your timekeeper at the bell, Ashley McGill, and your third person in charge of the action in the ring, referee Louis Van Potch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing the white and gray. His official weight of 138.3 pounds. He is a veteran of 64 professional fights. Hailing from Nicaragua, fighting out of Slovakia, introducing Angel Gomez. And his opponents across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black and gold. His official weight of 138.6 pounds. And tonight, he is making his professional debut. Hailing from Slough, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Zayan, the General Sadique.
Okay, boxers, you're both professionals, you both know the rules, you both know what I expect. If I say break or stop, break clean, take a full step back, obey my commands at all times, but above all, protect yourself at all times. Don't touch gloves.
Sadique making his professional debut at the age of 19 here at the York Hall this evening, ahead of the main event of the evening. Lands a nice right hand over the guard of Angel Gomez of Slovakia.
Yes, I'm really eager to see Zahid Sadique in action. You know, he's got a big fan base. While Nathan Barrett, I think he's had the most support. That roar was very loud, but you know, yeah, he's doing well so far.
Zayan Sadique said he started boxing at the age of 7. His idols include Roberto Duran and the late, great Ricky Hatton.
That's some two greats right there, so he knows he's boxing. Old school Duran. I think from that, I would think he likes inside boxing, but so far he's boxing at range and at distance. But those two were like two of the best kind of inside fighters.
Nice tight guard there from Zayan Sadique. He's an experienced amateur boxer. He represented England as a junior and won gold in the Three Nations tournament in June 2022.
Wow.
He was a junior in 2022.
Landed a nice 1-2 there, Sadique. Hey, Gomez he's game. He's game. As soon as the bell went, he landed a nice left hook against Sadique. Just landed an overhand. I don't know if Sadique caught that, but he's game. He's coming forward. He's got his hands up and he's marching forward, so it should be a tasty one.
Yeah, no, and I think it's good.
Just
good right hand,
nice overhand
from Gomez, yeah. But I think this will be good from Sadique because most of the time when he's sparring guys that are going to be firing back.
Yeah.
So this is the most realistic situation he'll be in, rather than being in with a journeyman that's just going to survive and tuck up. But Gomez is giving it back, so we're going to see what Sadique has about himself.
Yes.
Not far off the last 30 seconds of the first round of 4 in this lightweight contest between Zayan Sadique and Engel Gomez. This is Gomez's 12th fight this year so far. He's been a busy man. Nice couple of body shots there from Gomez, but returned by Zayan Sadique.
Gomez is 25.
No way.
He's not 25.
He's had a hard life.
Whatever he's doing, he needs to stop.
Sadique's finishing the first round strong, got a bit messy towards the end there. But a decent start from Zayan Sadique. I thought he looked really tidy, Dan.
Yes, no, that last bit, he kind of stamped his authority. I was going to say, Gomez is someone you don't want to let get comfortable or let get in a rhythm because he will really jump at you. And I think towards the end of that round, Sadique, he stamped his authority and kind of like showed him, "Oi, I might be younger than you, but I'm a big laddie, so let's have it," which was good. Then what about you?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think in that last bit he just started being a bit more physical.
Yeah.
Like he kind of strong-armed him, like you're not having it your way, which is good to see. He's taking control. You can't bully me about, even though like you said, you might be older than me. But Gomez is tough though. He's bringing him in.
Of course.
Second round 2.
I want to see Sadique kind of
push Gomez back.
Yes, exactly. In the first round, as soon as he went straight to the center, I like that. But I don't want him to kind of start going back because it will seem like he's losing a bit of confidence. But at range, he's nice. Popping the jabs,
nice at range, yeah. I was just going to say, he seems to me more of a boxer than a physical type fighter. Oh, good 1-2 there from Gomez. Sadique just boxing nice off the jab though. Sorry, Dan, I interrupted you.
No, I'm saying Gomez's game though, he actually is. Oh, that
but
was
a lovely 1-2 from Zayan Sadique. He's following it up with a combination of body shots. Referee just warning Gomez for the use of his shoulder, but it's like we were saying earlier, Dan, the jab is just so important.
No, it really is. It really, really is. That's it. And I like the way Sadique, seems like he's kind of settled.
Another fighter here this evening that's really using his double jab well, setting up his right hand behind it.
Yep, went upstairs, then downstairs, then upstairs again, all off just the jab. There we go, that was good movement from Sadique there. And I like how he's been physical, putting his elbow in Gomez's face to let him know that, hey, there's no argy-bargy here.
Good body shot there from
About
Sadique.
halfway through the second round, and Gomez is not making this an easy debut for Zayan Sadique. He's given him a baptism of fire.
He is. He's testing his heart right here.
But beautiful body shots there from Zayan Sadique. I think he's showing his foundations as a decent, decorated amateur, but also he seems to have transitioned to the pro game very, very well. Doesn't look like it's his first time in the ring as a professional.
No, he's doing well, and like you said, he's entered the baptism of fire because Gomez isn't no mug. He's been in there, he's had a good couple fights, so to make your debut against someone like Gomez, it just goes to show how much belief him and his team have.
Last 30-odd seconds of the second round of this 4-round contest in the lightweight division between Zayan Sadique of Slough and Engel Gomez of Slovakia. Sadique is doing well behind his jab so far and setting up some combinations behind it.
Yeah, good flurry from Sadique there.
But Gomez has not come here to give him an easy night, and you can see it now as he's got Zayan Sadique on the ropes. He's letting his hands go, is Gomez. This could be dangerous for Zayan Sadique, and the bell could not have come at a better time, but he's gone back to his corner. He's got a smile on his face. He's all right.
Yeah, I don't like when Sadique is on the ropes like that. He's too square. Too square when he's on the ropes, and he's allowing for Gomez to just swing any type of shot and 50-50 of them. So I like him to stay off the ropes, keep the center and keep his range. But bar that, that was a better round from Sadique, and a round that I'll give him. Good body shot there in a replay from Sadique. Again, he doubled up the left hook to the body, which is good. I didn't think that was low. But
Quarters, 10 seconds.
Sadique's corner just telling him to let that left hook to the body go. As we go into the third of 4 rounds in this lightweight contest, Zayan Sadique practically meets Engel Gomez in his own corner and gets straight on him with the jab.
Gomez just trying his tricky movement with his lateral movement and his feet.
He's a tricky customer, Gomez, but Sadique seems to find his range and seems to not be baffled by it, really. I think Zayan Sadique got a telling off from the ref and Gomez for the use of his elbow just then. But nice double jab right hand again from Zayan Sadique. About a minute into the third of 4 rounds in this lightweight contest.
Oh, I don't know if that right hand landed, but it looked like to me. But it's good the way Sadique's working behind the jab.
Yeah, I think this is where he's at his best, when he's working behind the jab. Not backing up in the ropes, but not trying to be too physical. Just that middle distance, boxing off the jab.
Nice uppercut there on the inside from Zayan Sadique. The repertoire of punches he has is truly impressive. A nice defense and counter with 4 shots there from Zayan Sadique. But the support in York Hall for him tonight is unparalleled ahead of our main event of the evening.
Oh, good shot there from Sadique.
But then he fell in, so I think he just needs to, let them shots go to the body, but then come out, defensively sound instead of just falling in and spoiling everyone's
just
work.
turns southpaw momentarily, comes back into his orthodox stance. His movement makes him so tricky, Gomez, but Zayan Sadique's got him in the corner now. Bit of a clinch there. And we're already down to the final 10 seconds of the third round of this 4-round contest. Some fancy footwork to end the round from Zayan Sadique. He looks like he's enjoying himself in there, and a big smile on the face of Gomez as he returns to his corner. What would you be telling Zayan Sadique right now, Denzel?
I tend to keep boxing. He's boxing well. Just at the end of that round as well, when he's using that footwork, it was nice and loose. That's what he needs to be in. Just like Dan was saying in one of the fights earlier, that extra 2 rounds, a 6-rounder, would allow us to see how he gets into his flow. The 4 rounds are a bit too short. It's a bit too much similar to the amateur, so can't really get into the flow. But he's working well off the jab. Doesn't need to get too close and smother, and shouldn't be on the ropes, hanging about, waiting for a counter. But yeah, I think he's boxing well. Especially when he's at mid-distance using the jab.
there from Sadique.
I mean, Gomez's experience, I was just going to say, he's playing the game. It wasn't really a hard headbutt, but his head was there, and he bought himself an extra 10 seconds to catch a breather. That's experience from Gomez.
And who can blame him?
Yeah, exactly.
A nice, tidy performance from Sadique is really showing his class and his ability to adjust every time Gomez moves, and he's an awkward fighter, Gomez. But again, lovely work there from Sadique. Bit of a shove. Warning from the referee for using his forearm, but he's pressing forward.
Good head movement and a lovely right hand from Sadique.
He's pushing again, but
he's actually wasting energy by pushing. He should just step back and then get back to work.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Gomez looked a little bit annoyed as he came back. Nice jab to the body there from Gomez. Referee just pulls them apart as we get to the just over the halfway mark of the final round of Sadique's debut. Both fighters land some clean shots there. Sadique needs to be careful. He boxes quite well on the back foot, does Gomez?
He does. He does. I mean, he's very skillful. You can see that in his starts. I think the round before, you just saw him kind of bending low, moving his head, using a bit of footwork. You see he's got a lot of skill.
But again, a great debut for Sadique. It's definitely tested him, but it's given him the opportunity to showcase his skills and show the professional ranks of boxing exactly what he's got to offer.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, this is the perfect debut. I mean, like I said, he'd be sparring guys that are throwing back at him and making it as real as possible. So this is the most realistic it gets. I mean, if he was in there with someone that was going to cover up and move around, it won't do him any good. And it won't be entertaining for his fans. He's so low, he's got great support, and this has made a good showing for him. He showed a lot of skill, showed good in the jab, he showed a lot of heart, and he's managed to, hang in there with someone that's physically stronger than him. And essentially win.
Towards the end of that last round, but Sadique showed his class. Gomez was a tricky customer, but he handled it well. His corner seemed happy with that. But what a statement to make on his debut, Dan.
Yeah, that was a good, stellar workman performance, like performance. And it's a good debut against a good, experienced opponent. So I'm sure he'll go back and look at what he needs to work on. He's got Will Jones in his corner, very experienced. So yeah, it's just up and onwards from here.
And it's great to see these young lads get so much support. Sadique is one of 4 siblings. He's one quadruplet, which is quite unusual. He's known in his local area as one of the quads, which was quite funny. But he's got so much support here from his friends and family. Sadly, his mother passed away in 2020 during the national lockdown, but no doubt the love and support he has for his friends and family has got him through this evening.
The referee scorecard. The ringside referee scores the bout 39 to 37. And your winner,
he gave it 1 round.
Well, Sadique makes his debut here at York Hall. He wins the fight. He does it in style. It was a good, clean performance from him. He showed his class, and his corner looked absolutely delighted with him. We'll hear from him shortly as he goes to ringside with Melissa, but I think he can be happy with that performance.
Congratulations and welcome to the pro ranks. What did you make of your debut?
I felt comfortable in there and relaxed. It's all thanks to my coach Will. Just drilling. You know, you have to be patient in this game, and that's what's paid off tonight. And long may it continue, inshallah.
Will looked really, really pleased with you in the corner. I could see in between the rounds, every time you were going back to the store, I could see a big smile on Will's face. What was he saying to you?
He was just telling me, just enjoy the moment and do what you do best, and that's exactly what I did.
What did you make of your opponent? Obviously, he was a very game, very hardy opponent. He'd come to fight as well, which is, you know, not always the case with debut performances. How did you find that?
Awkward game opponent, but that's what you want, innit? If you're not tested now, you're going to be tested later and you won't know how to deal with it. So alhamdulillah, I've dealt with it now, and we'll do it in the future.
You're a big standout amateur. You two-time national champion. You won the Tri-Nations as well. How does that pedigree contribute to those kinds of performances in the ring?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, that pedigree, definitely in amateurs, what I did, it's helped me into this program, and now I'm just going to progress from here, inshallah.
Obviously, you've now done the professional debut, end of 2025. How do you see 26 going? How busy do you want to be? How active?
I want to be very active in 2026 and just racking up the wins and really just learning on the job, which is the best thing.
You sold so many tickets for your debut, so much support in the building. The place was going absolutely crazy as you were walking in. A message of encouragement to your supporters.
Massive shout out to everyone that bought a ticket, and hopefully I put on a show for everyone here, and inshallah may continue all the way to the top, inshallah. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ayan. The future is bright and we look forward to seeing you back in action.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Another professional debut done. Now, what did you make of that?
It was a good debut. I think ultimately, you know, debut, a huge crowd threat, and let's hope that they can come to his further fights as well.
Do you feel like, you know, having so many people in the crowd for a debut adds that pressure?
There must be nerves, 100%. It doesn't matter how many times, I know you mentioned his amateur pedigree there, but ultimately, yeah, under the lights it's very different, huge audience. I'm sure he's not had that many to his amateur bouts. So yeah, fair play to him. He did what he needed to do and he got the win on his debut.
It was weird. I felt the nerves coming off of him. I mean, he barely looked to me in that interview, and I thought that he was.
Everyone to talk up.
No, it's true. It's true, and I think it takes a bit of time to adjust to that media side of things as well. Like, you prepare for the fight, but you don't always prepare for the post-fight interview. But you know, he seems like a great guy. Really excited to see what he does next, and yeah, looking forward to the future, his future.
It's been a great night of boxing.
It has been a great night of boxing. It's been a really packed arena. I want to say arena, but a York Hall really. And yeah, it's been a fantastic atmosphere, which is going to be made all the sweeter with the next fight that we have, which is Billy Allington, who's going toe-to-toe against an unbeaten Bradley Townsen for a British title fight eliminator in the super lightweight division. Over to Huss to make that announcement. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our main event of the evening. Scheduled 10 3-minute rounds for the British super lightweight title eliminator. And now, please welcome to the ring, Bradley Townsen.
This side, move, back, let's go. Yeah.
Well, Bradley Townsen is coming to the ring looking fired up and ready for what is arguably one of the most pivotal moments in his career. He started boxing at the age of 10 with his brothers to keep fit, and now finds himself in a British title eliminator fight here at York Hall in Bethnal Green, East London. He's proud in the ring and he means business.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Billy Allington.
British lightweight title eliminator. A huge night for Billy Allington, who said that he might be fighting Bradley Townsen tonight, but this fight is him versus him.
3-minute rounds, and it's for the British super lightweight title eliminator. This bout is brought to you by Mark Neilson of Neilson Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Dan Frost. Your timekeeper at the bell, Ashley McGill. And your 3 judges scoring ringside, Darren Sargentson, Lee Every, and Sean McAvoy. And your 3rd person in the ring in charge of the action, A-star referee, Ron Kearney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white and black. His official weight of 139.8 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 18 wins, and 3 of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Witney, Oxfordshire, England, United Kingdom, introducing Bradley Townsen! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the green trunks. His official weight of 139 pounds, bang on. He has a record of 21 fights, 4 losses, 4 draws, and 13 wins. Hailing from Egham, Surrey, England, United Kingdom, introducing Billy Allington!
Well, okay, gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the changing rooms. You know what I expect. This belt line, keep it above. Okay, below. Okay, touch gloves, come out, box on the belt. Let's go.
Well, the referee has just issued his final instructions for the final time this evening, as we are about to get the action underway for the British Super Lightweight title eliminator, the main event of the evening.
Second out, round 1. Oh, Billy straight out into the center of the ring. Not wasting no time.
That's good.
Keep stepping around, Brad.
Bradley Townsend seems like he wants to have a look first, have a little look-see, see what he's working with first.
He does look a little bigger than Allington though.
Bit taller.
Yeah.
Allington said that he started boxing at the age of 13 after a stint in kickboxing. He said his dad was a boxer and had about 40 amateur fights and was the Haringey Box Cup finalist.
Yeah, Bill's been around for ages. He's been a pro for a long time. He's one of the leading head figures at Peacocks. Did you meet him there, Denzel, or was you there before him?
We were there at the same time, but he was training with Mark Tidd before he joined us.
Got ya. Yep, got ya.
Referee just giving Allington a bit of a ticking off for not listening, but tidy it up, he says. No doubt his corner will probably tell him the same thing. But absolutely everything is on the line here this evening. Again, a strong warning for the referee to Billy Allington for holding. Told him it's the last time he's going to warn him. But it's been a busy start to the first round. We're almost down to the last minute in the first round of 10 in this title eliminator fight between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen of Oxfordshire. Nice couple of body shots landed in this round from Bradley Townsen.
It was a good double hook from Allington, also just as he was on the ropes. Referee's very stern.
Yeah, this is a British title eliminator. You've got to be.
It's true.
Right, keep it clean, precise. Smaller steps.
You can just hear from the corner of Bradley Townsen, keep it clean, keep it concise, smaller steps. Good advice there as we approach the last few seconds of the first round of this 10-round contest.
Bradley just landed a left hook and a right hand just before the bell went there.
A bit of a messy start to the fight, but saw a few clipping shots going in from both fighters there. Dan, what did you think?
Yeah, it seemed like Bradley was trying to see what's going on at first. He didn't start as far. Bradley, you know, did what he had to do, but I don't think he liked the messiness of, or should I say, awkwardness from Billy. Billy, you know, he throws shots and he'll come in and spoil. So it's something Bradley's going to have to work with. But yes, I don't know who I'd give that round to.
Yeah, it was a bit scrappy. It was hard to score. I'm with you. I don't know who to give it to.
Six out, round 2.
This is round 2 of a 10-round contest between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen for the super lightweight title eliminator. It's a huge night for both of these fighters, a pivotal point in both of their careers in their pursuit to become British champions.
Good jab there from Allington.
But Townsen has got Allington on the back foot, lands a couple of nice clean shots.
Bit of head movement there, Brad. See what's there. Jab. Set it up first. Don't be greedy, Brad. Set it up first. Jab. Set it up. Good. Nice.
He's just looking for the openings, isn't he, Townsen?
Don't rush it, Brad.
Nice 1-2 landed there from Bradley Townsen on the chin of Billy Allington.
Boxing nice, Brad. Don't rush it. Jab. Set it up, Brad.
Yeah, see, that's where Billy's awkward. Like, you think he's going to throw a jab and he'll just leap in with a right hand. And I think that's where he'll get his success. He's fighting off-beat, off-rhythm.
Yeah.
Bradley seems like a very upright, you know, well-schooled, goes by the book. And those type of fighters hate a fighter like Billy, where you just don't know where the shots are coming from. He's here and then he's there, and then, you know, his hands are up here, then they're down here. So I think his awkwardness might work for him.
He certainly smothered Bradley Townsen, sorry, work in the first round, didn't he, Dan?
Yes, no, he did. And this is what I'm saying. See how Billy will come in, but he will swarm in and throw his shots. So he's covering distance and then shutting down his opponents whilst throwing shots. It's a bit, yeah.
It's awkward.
It is very awkward.
Jab. Set it up.
But again, Bradley Townsen lands some clean shots there as Allington ends up in the red corner ringside.
And you can see Bradley's, you know, I won't say frustrated, but he's already complaining about the head, and, you know, he's looking at the ref a lot. And I think Billy should definitely take advantage of that.
I think there was a clash of heads just there, Dan. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think Townsend's already got a cut beneath his left eye.
Oh, he does. Yeah, I can see it. He does.
You see it, Denzel?
Yep, and that's going to change the fight. Now Townsend's going to just start rushing in, panicking because of the eye, and may walk into shots.
Well, that's the 10-second clacker for the second round of this 10-round contest. It's been a bit of a messy affair so far, with Townsen trying to find his range. clips Allington there just on the bell as they retreat to their corner. Denzel, talk us through that. What would you be saying to Bradley Townsen right now if he was in his corner?
I just tend to stay relaxed. I'll tell him that Allington and his opponent in front of him is very awkward and very hard to read. So don't force anything, because that's why you're ending up in these awkward clinches or clashing heads. Just keep a distance, stay off him. Make him make his mistakes and work off his mistakes.
Talk us through the replay, Dan.
You see Billy there on the road. Bradley's trying to find his range and see where he can catch him. Again, it's a battle of styles. You know, you got Billy that's, again, like we keep saying, this the awkward kind of one. Bradley seems like a bit more upright and, you know, well schooled. So
second down, round 3.
But one thing with Bradley, for me, he's not busy enough. I think he's waiting a lot.
Bradley Townsen trains in Beaconsfield with his manager and trainer Robert Lloyd Taylor, who's in his corner this evening. Sees this fight as a stepping stone in the right direction towards winning a British title. But I think he's found his range a little bit in this round, but still getting messy.
He's letting his hands go. That's for sure.
Nearly, Brad. Let's get the jump round, Brad.
But he's edged Billy Allington back into a corner and just let his hands go there nicely.
Finish neatly, Brad.
Switches southpaw momentarily, switches back to Townsen.
Townsen can't figure Allington out and it's frustrating him.
He's jumping on, Brad. He's jumping on.
See, like there, I don't know what Allington opts to hold. You know, he's in there and he's just let his hands go. He's quite fast.
He looks the tighter of the two, doesn't he? But Allington's certainly getting a bit more success with his awkwardness and his slight scrappiness in this.
I think Allington was hurt there with a shot. I'm not quite sure what I missed. It might have been a body shot.
Certainly saw him wince, didn't we?
Let's jump and get them sides, Brad. Let's go. Stay there, Brad. Jump, let's get aside.
Townsen just hesitating with his shots, no?
But I understand why. He just can't read Allington. If he throws, he feels like he's just going to miss and look wild. And if he gets in close, he's just going to be held. So
Billy does what like Bernard Hopkins does, you know, like they just jump, throw a shot, and then hold you and like spoil your work. It's like that.
Rhythm. You can't get into rhythm like that.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful the ref doesn't try and take a point off him.
Because he's giving him 2 hard warnings already.
Yeah.
But he's just gave Brad one there.
But it's interesting, Allington's tactics seem to be working actually. He throws and then smothers the work of Townsen and then steps back out and throws again.
I think Townsen
Last 10 seconds of the third round.
Just get on that jab. That was a good left hook from
Lovely couple of left hook there from well, it was another scrappy affair in the third round of this 10-round contest. Dan, talk us through it.
It seems like Bill's getting more heat work off and kind of getting more into a flow, and I don't think that's good news for Brad. And obviously Brad is not liking like the headbutts, the clinches and all that kind of work. So I think personally I think Brad needs to not wait as much and just use the jab, and hopefully maybe that might be able to break Billy out of rhythm. But so far for me it seems like Billy's getting more into his rhythm.
10 seconds.
Billy's a very awkward guy to figure out, man. I've done, you know, little tech rounds with him, and even though we're different in weight, but you can't read him. you know what I mean?
Nice and good, Brad. Better. Let's work off of that.
Good job there.
Nice 1-2 there from Bradley Townsen.
Don't wait too long, Brad.
Lovely work on the inside there from Bradley Townsen. He seems to have had a bit of success in the first 20 seconds of this round.
Yeah, I think he's found a formula to Allington's, you know, sort of scrappiness. Just as he gets in, instead of trying to hold with him, just punch. Just let your hands go.
Decent double jab there from Billy Allington. Gets scrappy again, but you just want to see Bradley Townsen step out and find his range again. But a couple of nice shots on the inside there from Townsen. Referee's got his work cut out tonight, Dan. He's spent so much time pulling these two apart. Bradley Townsen is a builder by trade and works for his dad's company, sponsored by Horston. Nice body work there from Billy Allington.
Yeah, landed a good little left kick there.
Nice clipping right hand over the top there on the side of the head of Billy Allington for Bradley Townsen.
Another nice good 1-2 from Billy Allington, and then comes back, dives in with a body shot.
The ref's got his work cut out tonight, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a tough round to score, actually. Good on the jab there from Billy Allington. Coming down to the last sort of 15 seconds of round 4 of 10 in this super lightweight title eliminator contest. It's been a scrappy affair so far, but both fighters had some decent success in this round. Be an interesting one. See how what the scorecards read on this, because this has been tough to score so far, Dan.
Yeah.
Talk us through the replay.
You know, they have their good bits. They both have their, you know, bits where they get caught, where they're catching each other. So it's really, really hard to actually say who's the definitive winner in a round. You know what I mean? But personally, I think I'll be able to differentiate who's winning more if someone was more dominant with their left hand with their jab. But the shots that they're landing is body shots, hooks, and I need just a clear jab from someone. Then I could say, yeah, all right, he landed a jab. His head went back, so he won that.
And we've had a few discussions about the importance of the jab as well this evening, haven't we, on some of our previous fights.
But to be fair, in that round, in the beginning, Bill came with a nice double jab, and I think he should just continue with that. When he's out here, yeah, just use his jab. Then when he does want to get messy, just let his hands go, work, be dirty, and, you know, just make Brad just not getting his flow.
Nice combination there from Bradley Townsen as he found his range. Just got messed up again by Billy Allington, but he landed some decent shots just then.
He did. He landed some nice hooks in close there. Oh, that was a lovely uppercut from Bill. sometimes when I'm struggling with who I think's winning a round, I just go revert to who would I rather be in the fight, and even that I'm struggling. Like that, if I'm struggling and I think it's a 50-50 round, then I think, okay, who would I rather be? And it might sound biased, but I think I might rather be Bill. Because it seems like Brad's maybe a bit
out of rhythm.
No, getting frustrated as well.
Yeah.
Nice clipping right hand
That's a good
from
shot, actually.
Billy Allington.
That's a good jab.
Good
from
jab
Bill.
again.
And that's what, you know, I will score. These kind of shots here, I won't score. If I can get more clean shots, simple shots, then I can say, yes, this person's winning the round more.
Townsen seems to be able to edge Billy Allington back to the ropes quite easily, but then ends up in a messy clinch on the ropes as well.
I do think Allington is finding his shots better this round though. Like, coming up to this round, before that, the first 3-4 rounds, he was just holding a lot and kind of messy and bringing Townsen down to a real bad level. But now he's letting his hands go a bit more and he's getting better shots off, so he's holding less and it's becoming more of a fight.
But again, he's been busier with the jab as well as the rounds have gone on as Allington, and it's certainly contributed to his success, just like we've just seen there. He's been able to throw a couple of decent bent arm shots off the back of the jab, but
to the body, right hook, sorry, to the body from Townsen.
From Townsen, yeah. Last 10 seconds, we're halfway through this 10-round contest between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen. I mean, there's frustration on both sides, isn't there, between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen? Neither of them are really able to get their work off probably in the way that they'd like to. I mean, it'd be interesting to see your take on the replay, Dan.
Yeah, Townsen landed a double left hook there. And then Billy's getting his work off when he's smothering Townsen into the rope. But again, Townsen's landed some good body shots there and a nice left hook in there. I couldn't tell you who I thought won that round again. I'll be honest with you.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second half, round 6.
But I would say I feel Billy's getting more into his flow.
He's found his jab now, Billy Allington. But, you know, those flurries from Bradley Townsen, they are eye-catching.
Yeah, it looks good because he's letting his hands go, but in terms of actual shots landing and whether they're landing clean, it doesn't seem like they're quite effective.
Yeah, he has a lot of nice flurries to the body, but I think they're kind of half coming off, the arms and the gloves of Allington, but they do look good. But like you lot were saying, Allington is now boxing better off the jab, throwing some nice 1-2s in there, and getting to the body quite well as well, in my opinion. But it's still a bit scrappy, but it's getting less scrappy as the rounds go on, in terms of the holding and and stuff.
Yeah, definitely agree, and this is exactly what we mean when styles make fights. You know, if Bradley Townsen was against somebody maybe less scrappy, maybe somebody who's holding a bit less, maybe his work would be a bit more cleaner and he'd be able to get his shots off, but...
What style is making this fight? No, I'm just asking.
You're the pundits, you tell me.
Yeah.
It's got a bit quiet at the commentary table.
I'll be honest with you, Bill's doing what he needs to do in terms of just making it a dirty fight. I don't think he should try and box clean. If anything, just work the jab a bit more. But Townsen, the straight shots, he hasn't thrown a lot. He's landing more of his hooks. which I don't know if that's his game.
Nice little uppercut there on the inside from Bradley Townsen. Landed the left, didn't land with right, but again edged Billy Allington back to the ropes.
Oh, see again, good. That was a clean jab from Billy.
We're in the final minute of round 6 of this 10-round contest. Billy Allington's coaches are on their feet in the corner.
Back foot set.
Lovely combination there from...
Shots there. That was a mean left hook from Townsen there. And that started from a flourish from the body to the body and then came up with a neat left hook. Caught him clean. That shot might have won the round. That's how different tough these rounds are. If someone just lands one clean shot, meaningful shot, that can give them the round.
That's it, you're right.
Took us through the replay, Denzel.
Yeah, I mean, like, still very scrappy. Phil coming in a little low. Comes in. Some of these shots are just grazing. They're grazing shots. None of them are landing flush. But Bradley just finding the rhythm there to not step in. That hook there was a good shot. That was a quality shot there from Bradley Townsen.
But I think you're right with what you said, Dan, that, you know, just 1 or 2 real eye-catching shots could solidify the win in a fight like this for each round. And I think that's really what they've got to aim for.
Second time, round 7.
And we're already round 7, so...
I've realised Townsen comes out every round with his flurry straight to the body, and then he just kind of loses that rhythm and then can't find it again.
Well, to be fair to him, once he does, you know, Billy does smother and hold straight away.
Yeah,
so.
he does, yeah, it's true.
But just there, Billy done some nice work, didn't hold, just rolled under the shots and didn't allow Townsen to land the hook.
Lovely right hand, left hook there from Bradley Townsen.
Let's hit them sides, Brad. Let's go.
But again, when you have a messy fight, 2 or 3 flurries of clean shots through the round could just solidify the win of that round.
You can hear Townsen's corner telling him to continue working even when they are in like a half clinch or whatnot, and that's exactly what he should be doing, not waiting for the ref to, you know, break it up. Just keep working. If you've got a free hand, you've got to, you know, let them go. That's a good one too from Townsen. This is the cleanest round I've seen Townsen probably win, if I'll be honest. This round he's worked a lot.
Yep, couldn't disagree with that at all. And we're about halfway through round 7 of 10.
Reset, Brad.
Still think it's a bit tough to score though so far.
Fade low, Brad. Fade low. You're way too low, Brad.
Lovely right hand there from Bradley Townsen, but just falls in behind it.
And that's what's contributing to making it messy. You land a good shot and then there's no footwork to get you out and then, you know, make it look even more clean. They're landing their shots and then falling in. And there's nothing else that can happen.
There's no follow-up. Good shots there from
that was a good double left hook from Billy. But this is what I'm saying, I can count about 3 shots that Townsen has landed that's clean. But within just one move, Billy's just landed 2 there, so then what do you know what I mean?
Cancels it out.
It cancels it out. But I think Townsen has been very busy in this round. And with the last couple of seconds to go in this round, I would have to give it to Townsen.
Go down and over, Brad.
certainly had the cleaner work, but a nice right hand there lands from Billy Allington. And once again, the referee has to play the part of a human crowbar in pulling them out apart. But this has been a fantastic night of boxing here at the York Hall with Neilson Promotions in association with TM14 Promotions. We've been live on Boxing News and talkSPORT.
See, on the replay, when that actually happened in real life time, I thought that right hand landed, but it came off the shoulder.
And that's the thing, if the judges see it like you saw it and it landed, they could possibly score it to that person.
Yeah. But
when you watch the replay, it's too, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Corners, 10 seconds. Second out, round 8.
Well, this is round 8 of 10, and there was a clash between both boxers centre ring. Bradley Townsen has come out in this round at all guns blazing. Nice right hand there over the top from Bradley Townsen, but a decent jab from Billy Allington.
Downstairs, Brad. Don't you head on you. Now drop it down.
It's like you were saying, Denzel, Bradley Townsen comes out, he has a decent flurry of body shots and at the beginning of the round, but being able to sustain that throughout. Allington's been quite successful in smothering his work so far tonight.
Yeah.
Lovely clipping left hook there from Bradley Townsen though.
Good right hand to the body from Billy.
Lovely two shots there from Billy Allington. Bradley Townsen almost just walked into those. About halfway through round 8 of 10 in this super lightweight title eliminator contest between Billy Allington of Surrey and Bradley Townsen of Oxfordshire.
That was an interesting way of turning Townsen into the ropes from Allington. He was backed up and he just kind of ducked his way around and ended up in the centre of the ring and on the front foot. Oh, good shots there from Allington.
Gum shields just come out of Bradley Townsen.
Townsen is just letting his hands go, throwing flurries, and it just makes him look busy. And again, I think Townsen.
Well, we could see it coming, couldn't we, referee? It was bound to deduct a point from one of them at some point in this fight. Happened to be Billy Allington for holding. This could really change things for Billy Allington. This could really affect the score of this fight as we're going into the latter stages of the contest. We're just coming up to the end of round 8 of 10, and Billy Allington has suffered a point deduction for
the last 2 rounds I kind of edged towards Townsen, so with a point deduction as well, that's kind of giving you, what, 3-4 rounds now in a 10-rounder, and you don't even know what the other rounds, who they've gone to, so these next 2 rounds really needs to win them big, get maybe a knockdown, a knockout. I don't know if he can do it, but hey, he definitely needs to pull something out the bag.
What do you think, Denzel? Do you think Billy Allington can score a knockout within the next 2 rounds?
Yeah, or a knockdown, at least 1 or 2. I think that point deduction was a crucial point to take, you know, at this point of the fight. But to be fair to the ref, he had warning them from the first round. So, you know, as harsh as we may think it is, he was warning them, so it was expected.
We could see it coming, couldn't we?
We could see it coming, but I think it changes the fight. I think Allington's now going to come more aggressive, and it's going to get even messier now because he's going to be wanting to kind of draw that point back. He knows he's possibly down now with that point taken off.
It's been an interesting fight so far. It's been scrappy in parts, it's been clean in parts, and Billy Allington had a point deducted towards the end of the last round. We're now in round 9 of 10 in this super lightweight title eliminator fight between Billy Allington and Bradley Townsen.
Wow.
There's been a clash of heads, and Bradley Townsen has sustained a devastating cut on his forehead. Just coming over to take a look, but that cut looks nasty. Another warning there to Billy Allington to keep his head up from the referee, but that looks like a nasty gash on the forehead of Bradley Townsen. We've got just under 2 minutes left of the 9th round, and Bradley Townsen is badly cut. Billy Allington had a point taken off of him. There's absolutely everything on the line here in this lightweight title eliminator fight. Bradley Townsend's corner is going to have their work cut out in dealing with that cut, and Billy Allington's getting another point taken off in the 9th round for holding. Well, we thought the last point deduction might spell that Billy Allington losing this fight, but a second one could be absolutely crucial for him.
It doesn't help when, look, even there, Bradley wants to fight. Townsen is trying to let his hands go, and Bill is holding. So.
And yet a third point's being taken off from Billy Allington. The referee's certainly getting frustrated with this right now. Billy Allington's coach has got into the ring. And there's 1 minute left to go of the 9th round. And Billy Allington's coaches have retired him from the contest. He's walking out of the ring. We did not anticipate this happening in the headlining show at York Hall, but Billy Allington has left the ring. He's walked away. Bradley Townsen is getting his cut cleaned up by his corner. Frustrations all round at the York Hall tonight.
It was a very interesting end to the fight.
Well, we're a bit lost for words here at ringside with the end of that contest. Bradley Townsend's cut seems to be quite bad. His corner's just working on it right now. Discussions taking place, centre ring. And we'll come back to you shortly as the MC is about to announce the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 39 seconds of round number 9. Your referee, Ron Kearney, puts a stop to the contest as the blue corner for persistent fouling by holding and dangerous use of the head. Therefore, your winner by disqualification, Bradley Townsen.
Well, Billy Allington was disqualified from that contest, rendering Bradley Townsen the winner of this super lightweight title eliminator fight in over the course of 10 rounds. And that concludes what has been an interesting night of boxing here at the York Hall. We're heading to Swindon on November the 22nd, where Jack Bannister will look to take on the current Southern Area title holder, Ross McGuigan. For now, though, from me, Denzel, Dan and Spencer, we thank you for joining us. We'll leave you at ringside with Melissa for now, and we'll see you next time.
Talk to me about that win. A little bit unexpected, the way that everything went down. I could see the frustration in your face as well. Talk me through it.
A little bit of a frustration fight. He's very messy, but that's his style. And I think he had way too many warnings. He probably should have got stopped earlier, but it was a fair result. So just happy to get the win and move on.
I mean, of course, you know, it's really impressive to get that win. This was a title eliminator as well. So is it in your mind, I know obviously it's very fresh, but is it in your mind now to push on, push for that title?
100%, yeah. After the new year, we're hopefully looking at the British, see where that is, go for that. As long as it's not held up, but that's what we want.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this was your 19th professional fight, so you're developing, you're making the rounds. How quickly do you want to push on for that title?
Very soon. It's definitely next year. I'm 30 now, so make the most of it. Next few years, really push on and make the most of it.
Billy Allington, as you said yourself, you know, he's known to be quite messy, a bit of a spoiler of a fight style. What was Rob saying to you in the corner between the rounds?
Rob was just saying, buckle up. I knew what I had to do, but I wasn't putting it out there what I need to, but towards the later rounds, I was started to push on the later rounds, and he didn't like it, and he was just holding. I think he's trying to find a way out, but it's what it is.
Well, listen, congratulations on the win. I know a little bit frustrating in the way that it all came to a close, but a win is a win, and we look forward to seeing what you do in 2026.
Thanks for having us. Thanks to Mark and John, and thanks to my sponsor, Hawkstone. Thanks very much.
Good job.
Thanks very much.
John, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Yeah, what a night of boxing that was. Quite an interesting way for the show to close as well.
Yeah, disappointing the last fight, I've got to be honest. The whole show was great, the tickets were great, the event looked amazing. I need to watch it back on TV. You know, Billy's close to my heart. I've worked with him, he was in my second ever show, and I've done like 55, 60 odd shows now. So, you know, he'll go home and he'll be disappointed, but it wasn't the best version of Billy. But fair play to Bradley, you know, Billy made it ugly and Bradley did what he had to do and won the fight. And now I think he's 18 or 19-0 now. He's won a British Eliminator, and we wish Bradley well. And I'm sure he'll get his shot now on a big platform, if not with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, aside from the final fight of the night, we just had Barnstormer after Barnstormer. What were some of the highlights for you, Mark?
Well, just before we go on to that last fight of the night, I could see Bradley, I don't know what he said in the interview, but you could see he was really frustrated he was getting frustrated during the fight as well. Like John says, we know Billy and we know his team, and John's worked with him a lot longer than I, but he's a good guy. He'll be frustrated with his own performance with that. But, you know, for Brad now, I think he's 19-0 now, British Eliminator. He'll be going up the rankings. There's some big fights for him. You know, we'd always said we didn't really know how good he was because some of the opponents he's fought on developing that record weren't of the highest calibre, whereas Billy's been in with some really decent calibre. But he looks like he's worthy to be up there, actually. You know, it's a bit of a messy fight, but you could see the talent that he had, actually. So, you know, good on him. He's gone away with a win today. He's a bit frustrated, but then, and to answer your question about, you know, some of the other fights, what show, we've done it again, John, haven't we? I mean, just brilliant. There's some little, like we said earlier, some little show going on across town somewhere, but this is where it's all happening, isn't it? There's some great stuff, you know, that southern area. What a fight. What a fight. I reckon, and I think the board mentioned to me, that might be, you know, we're at the Boxing Board Awards tomorrow, and there's, you know, I have the 3 categories for Fight of the Year. 2 of our fights are in it, and one of our boxers in both of those. That could be one of them again for the next year's award, I think, you know, and that's the Neilson Boxing and TM14 show. That's what you get.
Yeah, I mean, it's just testament to all of your hard work, you know, to be nominated 3 times for something like that. It just goes to show what kinds of fights are on these shows. And tonight, I mean, it was so packed out at some point. There was so much atmosphere, so much buzz in the building. You know, that in itself says everything that it needs to. What was your favourite fight of the night if you couldn't choose the other title fight?
I would have picked that fight.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
I think fight-wise, I thought Blake Binskin's debut was really, really good. Nathan Barrett, he disappointed because he dropped around, and I think he wants to go and kill people because we know how good Nathan is, but he needs them rounds. You know, they're young lads. When you had 1 fight, 2 fights, etc., they're all learning fights. But I was really pleased with the whole event, as Mark said. You just mentioned it was busy. Bearing in mind we have the little show around the corner at Tottenham, as Mark says. But it was busier than we've had for a long time. So the lads have sold the tickets, and Zoe, of course, the lady. But I was pleased with the whole event. We just sat there and said, you know what, good night, we're happy.
Yeah, I mean, sat ringside with both of you was actually, it was really fun. We were, of course, we were watching Alfie Gaskin versus Morgan Salamuthu, and you guys were almost coming off your seats. Everyone around us was coming off their seats. It was just fight after fight. It was fantastic. So talking about, you know, what's next, we're closing up the year now. You know, the 2025, the end of it is just around the corner. And our next show is not until the end of February. So is this a moment for you guys to take a rest? Do you think that that's in your calibre? Will you do that?
Well, you say take a rest. I've got a little small show sold out, 12 fight card in Swindon next week, which is, you know, we've got Southern area titles and some really big things going on. But for London, I think we're just going to take a breath for about 2 or 3 days, and then we start planning February. We've got some really big things happening next year, haven't we, John? And you know, so yeah, we'll take the break. Next show's technically 2 or 3 months away. Actually, knowing John as I do, he's got a notebook full of potential fights for the next 3 shows of next year already, and that will be, we're moving into making those sort of fights over the next couple of weeks. You know, so we'll take a bit of a breather. I think the only time we ever take a day off is like Christmas Day, to be fair, and then still some boxers are messaging you, John. I don't know.
I'd still be ringing them up, going, do you want this
fight.
Yeah. You know, you're probably thinking, can we do a show on Christmas Day, Mark? Yeah. But we'll take a breather for a couple of days, and it's back to business as usual because we just want to just keep smashing it as we're certainly doing this year.
I mean, listen, it's been a huge year of boxing in collaboration with you guys, and we're so excited to see what 2026 has in store for us. So, guys, you know, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we'll catch you at ringside in 2026.